What's going on, people? My name is Alam. Welcome to another In Motion Football live stream today. Kind of an interesting stream. Something that you're going to be seeing a lot more of because, regular season NFL football games are done. The playoffs are here, and what that means is it's not going to be that much football going on in terms of games. So we got to find other things to talk about, and inevitably, the draft and college stuff is one of the places to look. So shout out to everybody that's watching live right now. Shout out to everybody that's going to catch this on replay after the fact. Both forms of viewership are appreciated regardless of how you're watching this. If you appreciate what I'm doing here, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. But yeah, what we're going to do for this stream is we're going to watch the national championship between Washington and Michigan. We're going to watch two quarterbacks that are going to be in the draft go at it. And in between the breaks, in between the actual play, during the breaks of the game, we're going to look into some mock drafts. We know it's early. We know these mock drafts. We can't really take them seriously. But what I guess what I want to do is like start to talk through what some of the directions might be for the top teams in the draft. And using mock drafts almost as inspiration for that. So that's the plan of what we're going to do during this live stream. We're going to be here for a good little minute. This is probably like a 3-hour thing because of how long the game is going to be. But tap in with us, people, because, yeah, we will be looking through mock drafts. We will be talking about Black Monday because that happened. And we will be watching this game. So it'll be a fun time. Like I said, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Doing the coin toss, what I will say is this is aesthetically a very nice uniform matchup. The all blue that Michigan has going on with the yellow accents, with the all white that Washington has going on with the purple and gold accents. This is a pretty awesome uniform matchup, and it should be a pretty awesome game. I am no expert in college football and the goings on of that world, but I love football. I love getting a chance to watch promising prospects, and it should be a fun game. The game is in Houston, which is interesting because that's actually a pretty clean neutral site for a game like this. A lot of the times in recent history, we've seen a team like a Georgia get to play in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, or even a team like Alabama get to play in the South. That's not quite a neutral site. But you think about where Michigan is, you think about where Washington is, this is a real true neutral site game. You obviously got the storyline with Jim Harbaugh, probably headed to the NFL, facing obviously the criticisms because of the Connor Stallion stuff and the cheating scandal. That kind of stuff looming over his head. So pretty interesting storyline there. Like I said, this should be a very good game, people. If you're not really familiar with these teams, Washington is fascinating. Washington's team they have a bunch of NFL weapons at the wide receiver position. They have a gunslinger at the quarterback position that drops dimes all game. They have an effective running back. That's the extent of my knowledge of their offense. And then Michigan, I think they're a little bit more oriented with their ground. Their offense is more oriented in their ground game. But yeah, they obviously have a quarterback that's super young that's going to be in the draft. So it's going to start with Washington kicking off. A Michigan returner's got an iced out mouthpiece. That's fire. And we're off, people. 14-0 against 14-0. Something has to give. Number 82 of Michigan gets smoked at the 15. Smoked at the 15. And we're going to get the scoreboard up now, people, now that we've started off. Bear with me, people. And here we are. Here we are. It looks like a read option for Michigan. 5 yards to Corum. Give me a second, people. I'm just going to turn up the brightness of the lighting. The camera shot doesn't quite look like what it's used to. I heard Thule is really good. That's what I heard. I heard Thule he's the one on the Washington defensive line. We got 2nd and 6 here. Catch for the first down by number 6. I wonder who that is. We're going to learn a little bit about these players here. Blake Corum. We got a fullback or a tight end motioning into the backfield. Handoff to Corum. So 2 first downs in a row with handoffs to Corum. Number 44's helmet came flying off. Bro, Corum's helmet came flying off too. These Washington players are playing physical. We got helmets coming flying off on this play. But as you can see, this offense is oriented in the ground game. It's not quite like what Washington does. Corum off the field for 2nd down. I think the backup is good too. I think it's Edwards. I know he's popped off as well. No, that's somebody else. That's not who I'm thinking of. Maybe I'm tripping about the name. I couldn't even catch the name on the back of his jersey. You got it at number 18, Loveland. Haven't heard that name before. Corum back in for first down. Both of the first 2 first downs, we got Corum handoffs, or at least read options. Another first down, another option play. McCarthy keeps it, throws it downfield, gets the first down. This one is to who? Number 6. He did a good job there rolling out because they got in the backfield there. Johnson, number 6, catches the ball. First and 10 again. Another option play. They fake the end around. This is the backup running back making a hell of a play, getting 13 yards. This is Mullings. Okay. We're learning more names. But yeah, clearly they're focused on the running game on 4 first down. Corum is back in the game after I think a couple first downs off. But they're in the under center now, so we got play action. McCarthy doesn't like his options downfield. His eyes drop quickly there. Now. The thing is like the pass rush, like the offensive line didn't exactly hold up, but he stepped right into the pass rush. He needed to roll to his right there. If he rolled to his right, he could have bought himself some time and found something else, but his eyes dropped quick. He kind of bailed on that play early. But that's young quarterback shit. Oh, 7. I think this is Edwards. Oh, he's going to score. Edwards scores. Runs right into the pile initially, bounces it to the left and scores. Michigan starts the game 7-0. I do find it interesting that this game is like an M versus a W. You know, like the 2 logos can be flipped upside down to represent the other. Again, aesthetically, this is a very pleasing matchup. But look, he runs right in the middle of the line. There's no space, bounces out, but it's like running into the middle of the line. Everybody's attention was drawn there. And like I don't think people expect backs to make those kind of like decisions like that. But yeah, he bounces it all the way out. Um, a lot of running backs are taught to just take the surefire yards, go north south, and he cuts it all the way to the left and scores. All right, we're at our first break, people. We're at our first break. So what that means is we're gonna get to a mock draft. Trying to close this advertising. All right, this mock draft has Caleb Williams going first, and I'm assuming that it's calling for a Justin Fields trade after this. Landon Williams is abundantly creative, dynamic passer. Pick this team. Says of more favorable timeline to compete as a. Yeah, this decision is interesting considering how well they played. Now, I think the performance against Green Bay was a bit underwhelming, and I think that's like, if the Bears went into Green Bay and had the game I thought they could have, maybe this is like a much harder conversation. But it's still a conversation nonetheless. Number 2, Drake May. I think this pick is like signed, sealed, and delivered. Drake May is a Washington Commander, and there's 2 reasons why this is the case, right? The Commanders would not sit there at 2 and not take Drake May, right? So the only question is, do they trade up to 1 for Caleb? Does Drake May go 1 and Caleb goes 2? Like those are the only alternatives. And the reason why they're not going to trade to number 1 is because I don't think it makes any sense for that trade to actually materialize. Washington, I think, would look at what they would have to pay Chicago in order to match the value of a lot of the other trades that they're going to get. Because again, this is Caleb Williams, right? The Bears, if they're going to trade that pick, would get some crazy offers from teams, right? For Washington to be in a spot to compete with those offers, at some point they would just look at it like, why the hell are we even considering trading all these assets to move 1 pickup to take? Let's just take May, right? So I think that rules out that possibility. And the idea that May goes ahead of Caleb Williams, I think that there's going to be hype that gets built because we need storylines in the NFL draft, but I don't think it's going to happen. So to me, Drake May to the Commanders, that's signed, sealed, and delivered already. So that's that. That guy's going to be joining the NFC East. New England Patriots, Jaden Daniels. Now, I think this is where things get really interesting because who is the Patriots coach? What is their offensive philosophy? If they're a defensive coach, who is the offensive coordinator? What does the organization want to do? In my opinion, I think the organization, so I'm talking about Robert Kraft downwards, right? So starting at Kraft, I think he's going to want to leave this draft with his guy going forward. You're talking about a guy who owned a team that won all these Super Bowls, having a guy at the quarterback position. I think his aim this draft, or this offseason, right? Let's broaden it than just the draft. I think the Patriots' goal this offseason is to get a guy. And I think their best opportunity to get a guy is at number 3. Now, you just have to wonder, who is that? Is that like based on the offensive staff? I think from a value standpoint, Jaden Daniels is like the clear-cut choice at number 3 because I think Penix's age and his injury history will go against him. I think McCarthy's not good enough to be put in the conversation. I think Bo Nix also isn't good enough. So I think Daniels gets this opportunity, provided that this makes sense for the coach. Now, let's say a coach gets this job who runs a very different offense than what Daniels will have to walk into. I think the kind of offense that is going to be good for Daniels is an offense that is good at kind of like is good at using all the different skills a quarterback could have. Now, we're back at the game, people, so we're going to pivot back to watching this game. First down for Washington. Hand off to number 7. Again, like I said, people, we're about to learn these names as we go because I know a handful of the players on both teams, but it's a scouting mission right now. So Dylan Johnson is the running back. I've heard good things about him, and obviously Rome Odunze is the guy I knew already. I know that the Washington receiver is like, there's some serious guys. They got some NFL talent at the wide receiver position. And then Michigan got two defensive players that are highlighting there. But yeah, obviously we're here to watch the Michael Penix show, people. You got to drop back, quick strike to the right. It's an easy throw and an easy look that's schemed up there, right? Like based on the defense that Michigan trotted out there, that was a throw a lot of quarterbacks could make. But yeah, that's a part of what Washington has going on. It's a good the quarterback and the play caller on the same page. You gotta love college football, man. They line up like they're about to snap the ball, and then they all collectively just look at the sideline, throw off all the timing. Damn, they switched the hell out of this formation. Low snap. Penix rolls to his left. He looked down the field initially, but just takes the dump off there to number 8. That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot of dramatics that just happened for a handful of yards that they got there. It's a whole lot of dramatics for the handful of yards. Penix, handoff. So 2nd and 7, they only get 2 yards. 3rd and intermediate coming up. Man, the atmosphere at these college games is different. We got 1 receiver to the right, 3 weapons to the left. Receiver goes in motion to the right. The running back is open. He takes, oh, wow. That Michigan DB closed on that quickly, but the running back made a hell of a play. So I think when I called that the running back was open, it was a bit earlier in the play. I think the throw comes late because that DB that Sab number 3, he sees it coming because I saw it coming, right? So at that point it's too late. If he hit him early, it would have been a lot easier. But hell of a play by number 20 there. Hell of a play. And if you're number 3 for Michigan, Sab, you got to make that tackle. It's the championship, man. He looks like a big physical corner. You got to make that tackle. Penix. Oh. So that ball was probably a forward pass. Probably. But I don't think it was a forward pass by much. Is Dylan Johnson wearing a hoodie? Like, does he have a hood coming out of the kind of with the nameplate area of his jersey? Because if so, that's fire. Yeah, it looks like it. But it looks like the medical staff is looking at him. Second and 10 for Washington after the incompletion. Handoff up the middle. There's a flag on the play. A holding penalty here would be debilitating for sure. Wait, that's a timeout? So was there no flag? Well, back to the commercial. So you guys know the drill. We go back to the mock drafts. Where are we? This is the one we were at. So Jaden Daniels, we talked about that, right? Provided that I was talking about the offense I think that Daniels would be suited for, right? So my thing is that the offense should be one that knows how to get the most out of everything a quarterback can offer. So design QB runs, option plays, RPOs, some traditional passing stuff, kind of like the situation Lamar is in right now. The way how his offense prior to Monken was a little bit only about getting the most out of like running concepts with the quarterback. And that slant was too heavy. I think if you want to see the best out of Daniels, you got to have an offensive coordinator that knows how to get the most out of a quarterback in different ways. If you put him in other kinds of systems, he could do fine. But you pick Daniels at 3, not expecting him to do fine. You are going to want to get the most out of him. So I think that's the kind of offensive coordinator they should look into getting. Number 4, Marvin Harrison Jr. So I think there's also a high probability that this pick happens, because the thing is like if they were picking like number 2 or like 3, you would then kind of look at it and say like maybe that's a bit high from a positional value standpoint, because like you saw your Jamar Chases go at like 5. I believe Julio was like a 4 or something. Like you don't tend to see receivers go 2 and 3. But the fact that they won some games and got to 4, this pick makes a lot more sense. Now, again, they've got at pick number 4, you can't really have the quarterback conversation, because taking the 4th quarterback off the board is not a good enough upgrade on a player like Kyler. So you're not gonna do it. So with that being said, a player like Marvin Harrison, you immediately have a great wide receiving core, because the thing is like they have some pieces now, but they don't have a 1. Now he enters into your offense as the 1. Trey McBride is even more effective tight end. Guys like Rondell Moore and Hollywood Brown and those kind of guys, they become more like well suited for their roles in a wide receiving core. So Marvin Harrison Jr. obviously would make a lot of sense. It would be pretty valuable. I think the question worth asking though is that like, is there anything else they could do with this pick? So, could they go edge? Could they go tackle? I don't think they go tackle, because they have Paris. They have Paris Johnson and a tackle, DJ Humphries. They have 2 tackles. Now, do they go edge? The guy from UCLA, maybe. But I think like it's clear that Marvin Harrison Jr. is the best player at this point. So if you're a team like Arizona that you have a lot of draft capital, you want to take the opportunity to add as much talent as you can, this is probably the pick you go. But the game is back, people. So we're going to put the scoreboard back up and we're getting back to the game. 2nd and 10, Penix throws a wide receiver screen to Adunze. Adunze does a good job of using his blockers and gets 15 yards. Good patient running by Adunze there. If he just runs full speed ahead after catching the ball, he probably runs into a tackler or into a blocker, but just good patient running to let the 2 blocks develop to his left and his right and just run through the middle. Penix feels the pressure coming. I think he had a bit more time than he thought he did. Tries to kind of just like sidearm it into like a target that was kind of like a check down. It's not really the way. It was the running back running a route. Okay. Yeah, I mean that would have been like a cool free 5 yards, but just missed on that throw. 2nd and 10. On this drive, Washington is finding themselves in 2nd and long often. That is happening a lot to this team. And around to number 11. Again, just good patient running. Getting 7 yards. Hey, like for what it's worth, right? Washington is seemingly consistent at doing a bad job on 1st down and getting themselves in 2nd and long. But I feel like they've also consistently done a good job on 2nd down of getting into 3rd and manageable, right? I think they've been in a lot of 3rd and 5s and 3rd and 4s and stuff like that. They tend to get into that range. I think we got a 3rd and 3 coming up here. Nope, it's a 3rd and 1. Hand off to Dylan Johnson. He's back with the hoodie. No sleeves, but a hoodie. That's definitely a look for sure. And he's got one sleeve, like one leg. It's like he's got one high sock and one low sock. He's definitely trying to look like nobody else on the field out there. Hand off to Johnson. I think he made his decision a bit late there. saw that there was nothing up the middle, tried to bounce it outside. Michigan players did a great job of hustling to the ball there. If he makes that decision earlier, maybe he gets 3-4 yards, but can't manage to get it done here. Whoever that is, number 5 though on Michigan, he did a hell of a job fighting through that block. Because if that block is clean on him, then Johnson probably has an easier path to bouncing it outside, away from all the Michigan players. But number 5 did a great job there. Penix and around to number 2. I think that's Polk, right? Yeah, number 2 is Polk. They don't get much there, so this is probably one of their longer third downs. It's 3rd and goal from like the 7. Yep, 3rd and goal from the 7. 12-play drive, 67 yards so far. Would be extremely disappointing to not come away with 7, but they got about 8 yards to go. And a timeout from Washington. Yep, Washington's second timeout, taken 11 minutes into the game. So with a break in the game, you guys know the drill. We go back to the mock draft. So yeah, Marvin Harrison Jr., BPA, incredible addition to their offense. Los Angeles Chargers, and this is where it gets interesting because the Chargers can realistically do a bunch of things. They're going to be a hard team to project because they cleaned house. They're going to have a brand new GM, brand new coaching staff. You don't know what their vision is. You don't really know what those guys' philosophy is going to be at this point. But you can look at the team and say the value at this part of the draft is probably in offensive edge, offensive tackle, or receiver, right? I think they have 2 tackles. They have players on the edge, right? Now, whether you think it makes sense for a team that's building from like and that's where the approach of the new GM is going to be important because like you have guys like Bosa and Khalil Mack. So does that mean you try to win now? If not, and you get rid of a guy like Khalil Mack, then yeah, maybe you go edge rusher here. Maybe you stay in LA and get the guy from UCLA. But if you're trying to win now and you're riding it out with those pass rushers and you're riding it out with your tackles, then yeah, Malik Neighbors, wide receiver, this is maybe where you go. You know, Mike Williams is great, but he's injury prone. You know, Keenan Allen is great, but he's getting old and the injuries are starting to add up. You know, Quentin Johnston is a player that had questions in the draft last year. And I don't think he did a whole lot this year to answer any of those questions. Josh Palmer is cool. Shout out Brampton. Shout out St. Rock. But he's just a dude. Like, he's just a guy. Yeah. Malik Neighbors, game-changing receiver here. Interesting. Definitely possible. But again, this is a tough pick to predict because you don't know the direction of that franchise because you don't know who the GM and the coach are yet. If this is Belichick, man, who knows? Maybe they go defense. Number 6, Giants, Joe Alt. Bro, this would be so funny. So this makes sense from their standpoint because like they keep whiffing on offensive tackles, and like I think Alt is a pretty safe offensive tackle prospect. So yeah, you should be in a good spot making a pick like this, but we're really just gonna not take a quarterback. Now again, it's tough. You're picking 6, right? The top 3 quarterbacks are gone. You're looking at Bo Nix, Penix, and McCarthy. But like you're also looking at Daniel Jones on your team. So that's another thing to consider. So yeah, something to keep in mind there. I don't know. I think this might have to be a quarterback, but offensive tackle makes sense if not, right? They're probably not going like they could go edge because their edge players didn't perform well this year, but they invested in those edge players actually the same way they invested in tackles. Honestly, the Giants could do anything. The Giants are a bit of a mess. But yeah, if they don't get a quarterback out of this and they're rolling the dice with Danny Dimes next year, bad spot to be in. But the game is back, people. So we're going to go back to the scoreboard. 3rd and goal. Big down here. Big down. 8 yards to go. Again, impressive drive from Washington aside from first downs. But if they don't get 7 here, they'll be disappointed. Penix gets the snap, steps into the pocket, delivers, and it is a bad ball. That is an uncatchable ball for Roma Dunze. It looks like if you give that guy a catchable ball, he comes down with it. But yeah, that's a miss there. It's a rough spot to be getting 3 points in. Joining the stream, and I don't know how much you've watched, but Peter, what's going on?
I literally just turned it on. I have no idea, but it's been a while.
Yep.
Good to see everybody again.
Yep.
That's the chat. But no, yeah, I haven't watched any of this. I literally just got home, started baking my chicken, and like threw out the trash.
It's lit.
So
Oh
yeah,
my
I
God.
don't have much.
This
insight.
kicker really tried to miss this field goal too. But yeah, Michigan got the first drive. They went down the field. A lot of running, scored on their first drive. Washington, honestly, they were constantly playing from behind. Like they were always in second and long, and then always in third and like intermediate. And just they'd barely keep the drive going, and then they bogged down in a goal to go situation. So early edge to Michigan. But basically what I'm doing is whenever a commercial goes on, I swap out the scoreboard for a mock draft that I'm going through and just talking through what's going on. So like now that you're here, we'll go back to the beginning and just rip through it. So first pick, this mock draft has Caleb Williams. And like you and I have talked about the Caleb Williams versus like Justin Fields decision that like inevitably they'll have to make. And like a lot of what we were talking about is how the season ends. And now that it's over, we actually have like we've seen that and we've seen how it ends. I think we saw a lot of good things. I think the last game against Green Bay was disappointing, but for the most part, there was more good than bad. And it looks like those guys aren't getting fired, so they have a decision to make now, a franchise-altering decision.
If they're not getting fired, I don't see why they'd be willing to start over with the rookie quarterback when their jobs are on the line.
Yep. It's make or break for them next year.
I don't see how that's possible. If you're going to draft Caleb, you got to fire the coach.
Yep. And especially when you got key players on the team advocating for Justin Fields. Like DJ Moore came out and said that's my guy.
Mm-hmm.
This is a really tough spot for them to be in, to just throw Caleb Williams in, basically in a position where they probably have to win like at least 9 games next year, probably 10.
They have to make the playoffs next year.
Yep.
They have to make the playoffs next year or everybody gets fired anyways. That's why I don't see, and like if they started over with the rookie quarterback, I don't see this coaching staff staying beyond next year as it is unless they win.
Right. Yep.
If you're going to draft Caleb, you got to like kind of clean house in terms of coaching staff.
You got to really reset the cycle all around, right? Because a part of the point of drafting a rookie quarterback is resetting the rookie contract window. But then, like, if you're then going to blow up everything around him after year 1 and a new project in year 2, and now you really like that GM gets to develop his team by Caleb's year 4, like you've already ruined the cycle.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like I said, we're using these mock drafts as inspiration to really talk through the decisions that each of these teams have to make, and this is the big one for Chicago. Do we trade? Where do we trade? And yeah, if we trade Fields, what can we get back? Like I said, it's a really tough decision for them to make if they're going to take Caleb and again just put the weight on their shoulders. Like, hey, win 10 games as a rookie with a team that like it'll probably be better next year. But, like, I still really don't like that coaching staff.
No, I think they need a new offensive play caller at a minimum if they're going to keep Justin Fields.
Yep.
I think they need a new offensive play caller anyways.
Yep.
If you want to keep Eberflus and, like, keep him in charge of the defense, fine. But they need a new play caller.
Definitely.
But yeah. I am not of the belief that they have to swap quarterbacks at this point in time, like how national media is saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just don't believe that to be true. I don't think Caleb Williams is a number 1 pick as people are pretending.
I mean, also the last guy like this was Trevor Lawrence, and the last guy like this before that, the last guys were Cam and Andrew Luck, right? And like you could say with Cam and Andrew Luck that like injuries are part of the reason they didn't live up to what their potential looked like even when they were in the NFL. But like neither of those 3 names panned out the way they were supposed to as prospects.
I mean, yeah, but with Cam and Andrew Luck, at least you're talking like AFC Championship games and like Super Bowls and stuff like that.
MVP caliber play.
Yeah. JJ McCarthy is the number 5 quarterback prospect in the draft.
Yeah, dude, because you know what it is? He's going to get the benefit of the fact that all the quarterbacks are going to be 24-year-old rookies and he's going to be 21. So they're going to lie to themselves and say that like his runway for development is significantly longer.
I don't see it with him, man. I'm not going to lie.
Dude, he looks like as game manager as it gets.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. But yeah, I don't think Trevor Lawrence is even in the same combo with Cam Newton and Andrew Luck.
Yeah, because he's the one who's actually like struggled on the field.
Yeah.
We got a shot play here from Michigan.
What was Cam Newton's rookie year? 2013?
I think so. Or 2012. In and around that area.
20. It would have been. I don't even know when it would have been. 2011?
Probably. Bad pass by McCarthy there on first down.
He was drafted in 2011.
Yeah.
Okay, so 6-10, 7-9. Won the division 3 years in a row. One of them he was 7-8-1. But yeah, I don't know, man. Cam Newton's NFL career, at least with Carolina, I think is really underrated.
No, it's definitely underrated, but like, oh shit, this guy did it again, bro. This guy, I think on his second carry, he scored like a 35-yard touchdown on the last drive. This is his third carry. This one's like a 40-yard touchdown.
Damn.
46 yards. Nah, but like, so the point I'm trying to make about that is that like you could, when you draft Caleb Williams, right? Let's say you get that talent, right? But then even injuries messes it up. You're still not going to get what you thought you were drafting, right? Like there's different ways where this could not work to where you might look back at it and say like, we did a lot to really disrupt something when we could have just kept Fields. Cause like there is upside with Fields. And like, you can maybe even look at it like, who are some of the other quarterbacks taken in and around those years, right? Because I'm sure that like there's other quarterbacks that were taken around Luck and Cam Newton that like 10 years later or so, you could say like those franchises kind of got like maybe 70% of what the Colts and Panthers got from Cam Newton, right? Whereas like Fields might be that 70%, where it's like you might get the lesser player, but you are in a much more stable situation. You're making a much more sensible move, stuff like that, right? So it's just like you might not get what you think you're drafting. You might not even get for 10 years what walks into your door year two and three. Like there's just like it takes a lot to actually get a whole career worth of elite talent out of a quarterback. It's just not that common. And like, even if you look at it right now, like the two guys that I feel very certain about in that regard is like Lamar and Mahomes. But like, I look at Josh Allen and I still feel like between the bullshit that he does sometimes and like the just sheer amount of like terrible like hits he takes, I could totally see this not working out at some point, right? In terms of like longevity, whereas like with Lamar and Mahomes, I feel pretty good about it. So that's the thing. Like, it's just you draft Caleb Williams and you're looking at it like, yo, I'm going to get 15 years of elite premium quarterback play. And that just like, that doesn't happen enough in the NFL for you to think that like the evaluation as a prospect is like, it's a given that that's going to happen. But adding to the stream, we got my boy Eddie. Eddie, what are you saying?
Happy New Year, fellas. Yeah,
Happy
this
New Year,
shit
bro.
turning ugly, goddamn it. I had high hopes.
Yep.
I had high hopes, man. Fuck.
Washington they got the weapons. We got to see it now.
Hey, man, I'm these Michigan running backs. If I was Washington, I'm checking birth certificates, but fuck it. It's COVID years are out here, you know.
For real.
Give the 24-year-olds one more chance.
For real. That running back that got both the touchdowns was the third running back to get a touch in this game, by the way.
Yeah. Come on. For the Pac-12, let's go out with a bang. I need to go out with a bang, man. Because the coldest part is, bro, I absolutely hate the Big Ten with a passion. Like, I respect the SEC, but I just hate the Big Ten with a passion. So to see, like, Oregon and Washington and USC and UCLA go there, it's the ick that I feel is crazy.
Bro, how are these super conferences even going to work, like, logistically?
I think, honestly, they might shorten out the amount of games that they play because of it going to 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to have to, right?
Yeah, so I think that's going to be in part. And then, so I'm thinking, because it's even more embarrassing in the Bay because Cal and Stanford are going to the ACC.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Idiotic.
I heard that like it's one thing for the football teams to be making that change, but all the other sports got to go with them. And apparently, like obviously, that's going to be like really shit for like the softball team, and like like they don't have the bread like that.
They might turn into club low key. They might turn into club teams. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Like I had a cousin at Stanford, and like compared to all the other rugby programs, they barely left California, but like Berkeley would go all over the place. So I think it just depends. But yeah, it's gonna be a shit show. I think they're gonna get to the point where it's just like two conferences. But I hope it just gets to the point where like the whole West Coast turns into one conference, the whole East Coast turns into one conference, and then you play it out like that. I feel like that's the best way to do it because like.
Because I forget who it was, but I think it was Chip Kelly that was saying like I think UCLA and Arizona is like a basketball rivalry, right?
Yeah.
That's not a thing anymore.
Sucks, bro.
That's crazy.
It's all bad. I heard y'all talking about Mr. Light-Skin Tendencies himself, Caleb Williams. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan. But I'm always down to be proven wrong. The brother's too emotional for me, and it's like I just don't know how he'll deal with everything that he's gonna have to put up with whichever team he's going to. Oh damn. No,
damn.
Nah, bro.
They're doing it with the running backs too.
Yeah.
Yo, McCarthy is really about to be 27-1, handing it off.
Yep.
They out here cooking. Tough.
But yeah, that's the thing. So if he gets dropped into Chicago, right, with a coaching staff that I think is subpar, and then the expectation is you kind of have to win like 10 games so that like they don't clean house. That's actually a high pressure situation in a market that's not, I think, going to be the most patient.
I just don't get why if they're planning on going with Eberflus again, why they're continuing, like why they go with him as the pick, because I'm thinking like, wouldn't you want to just redo the whole infrastructure and build around him? Now you have to have this coach who we've seen it takes a pretty long, like we don't even know if he knows how to set up a system for his quarterbacks to develop, like
100%.
Especially as the head coach, like he's the defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And so it's just a weird setup over there, bro. It really is.
And I'm looking at it at a completely different angle too. I'm looking at it like you should use this draft pick as an opportunity to like entice the best of the best, right? Like you should be able to go get a very good GM and a very good coach with all the capital you have and the opportunity to basically turn to those, like to that coach and that GM and say, look, you can basically have whatever quarterback you want. If you for some reason love Drake May, that can be your guy. If you want Caleb, that can be your guy. If you like Fields, that can be your guy. If you randomly want somebody else, we have enough capital to basically trade for anybody. Like, you use this as almost like a platform to entice the best of the best. Like, that's kind of the angle I would look at it with, but also like that's specifically looking at it from the owner's standpoint. Clearly, that's not going to happen because they probably would have been fired by now. This is the day where everybody's getting fired that like isn't a playoff a part of the playoffs or something like that. So I think they've already messed up letting that opportunity pass by.
It's a weird setup they got going on over there, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
nah, definitely they're gonna have a lot of decisions, but the number 2 pick, you got the Commanders. I think that like they're it's gonna be pretty predictable what happens, because I think at some point Magic Johnson and them might think, like maybe let's make a splash and go get the number 1 quarterback. But I think at some point, even if they wanted to do that, they would realize like, why are we parting with all this capital to match some of the offers from a value standpoint that would be coming from other teams? Well, we can just sit at 2 and get another great quarterback prospect. So like, I think even if they want to trade up to 1, it'll just make too much sense not to. And they're not going to pass up on these guys. So I think you can almost like, this is the draft pick that you could probably write in pen that like just whoever doesn't go number 1 is like guaranteed to go number 2.
It's tough. I really haven't seen this May guy play. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
Sam Howell, like, yeah, if the gap in talent and your talent evaluation is grand enough to make that pick, then you already know what it is with Sam Howell. Nice to know you.
Yep.
Yeah, I think with the Commanders though, like, they got so much they gotta address that I think, you can at least just get the easiest thing out of the way and get the quarterback that you think.
Yeah,
they already make the difference.
They already benched Sam Howell for Brissett, so I think that's already like, especially with the fact that they're going to clean house and this ownership group, I think is going to attempt to do something flashy. Like, I just don't see Sam Howell them running it back with him. So, like I said, I think this is just as far as the number 2 pick goes specifically, a very easy situation to call. Obviously, like with the coaching staff and stuff like that we'll see. But yeah, Washington's staying at number 2 and taking a quarterback, I feel pretty confident about.
Bob Myers, welcome to the Commanders. It's crazy.
Facts. I don't really
Who do you
know.
guys actually think is going to ring the Bears phone and trade up for this pick?
Somebody out there has a shit ton of picks. I forget who. I feel like
we can scroll down. I don't think it's going to be the Patriots franchise.
I don't either.
It's not going to be the Cardinals. It's not going to be the Chargers. I sincerely don't think it's going to be the Giants.
I also don't think so.
Titans, Falcons, Bears, Jets. Oh, I heard that the Vikings made calls about the number 1 pick last year, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it, but they got to trade a long way, dude.
Yep. Yeah, so the conversation ended last year because the talk was 23-1, and obviously that's ridiculous. So it ended. But apparently that was like the Vikings thing, is they only entertained trading to 1, and if not, they were just gonna like kick the can down the road at the quarterback position. But I think the Vikings are gonna leave with a quarterback, but yet to be seen who that is.
I mean, like, outside chance that maybe the Titans doing it if they get a new head coach.
Yeah, true.
But I don't even really know what their draft capital is looking like. The Giants can cut Daniel Jones after next year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see them doing that. The Chargers have Herbert, who they paid. Cardinals have Kyler Murray, who actually came back and looked pretty good.
Yep.
I guess if the Patriots wanted to be splashy with a new coach, they could, but I don't really see it.
Yeah. I mean, I think based on, like, I think the Patriots' goal this offseason is going to be to get a guy at the quarterback position. So I guess it really depends on, like, what do they think of taking Daniels at 3? Do they feel like they're getting a guy? Does Daniels fit whatever their offensive scheme is, whatever the hell it is? And maybe if they feel like either they don't look at Daniels as that good of a prospect, or if he doesn't fit what they're doing offensively, then they might look at it like, well, our only way of getting a guy this offseason is to trade up into the top 2.
Mm-hmm.
That would be it. That's the only angle. But outside of that, I'm not sure.
Well, I thought so the Bears don't have the number 1 pick anymore?
No, they do.
They
What I'm
do?
saying, in terms of other teams trying to trade up for Caleb Williams, right? Because
Yeah.
if the Bears are going to trade down, somebody's trading with them.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I'm thinking, like, who's going to do that?
Oof.
Because the Commanders, I don't really see them trading from 2 to 1.
Nah, it doesn't make enough sense for them.
Nah.
Like I could understand like their new owners after spending all that money, in theory, like pondering it. But then when you actually start negotiating with the team at number 1 and thinking, yo, our alternative is just sitting at 2 and actually just taking a quarterback, like it just doesn't make sense.
My one wild card would probably be Atlanta. No,
yeah, I could see the Falcons based on like them getting a new coach and them just being tired of being fucking mid.
Yeah.
They're also at number 8, so it's like within a range, because last year number 9 traded up to 1.
I
would say either the Patriots or Atlanta.
Let's see. Yeah, nobody else I can think of that has the capital or
in the Bears' perfect world, it's the Patriots who do it.
Yep.
Then they can still draft Marvin Harrison Jr. and probably get another first-round pick out of it.
Yep.
Do you think they're staying with Fields?
If the coaching staff is going to stay and they haven't been fired yet on Black Monday, then yeah. I don't think they're going to. Because the coaching staff, they have to win next year or they're getting fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are the Bears incompetent enough to have a prove-it year with a rookie quarterback? I don't know, dude. Like, if they would have fired the coaches, I would have said, yeah, Fields is out of there.
Yep.
Yeah.
But based on the fact that nothing happened, I don't think they're ditching him, dude.
Yeah.
It feels like an all or nothing situation. You either clean house entirely and then start with the new quarterback, or you run it back with everybody.
But like for me, like they signed Sweat to that extension after trading a 2nd-round pick for him.
Yeah.
I don't think they're trying to tear this down, dude.
Nope.
I really don't. The time to tear this down was when they were like 2-5 and 2-6 or whatever, and Tyson Bagent was playing.
Yep.
Who's 3?
The Patriots.
The Patriots.
Yeah, it's looking like them.
That would be my pick for who's going to trade up.
And they got Jaden Daniels going that high. That's crazy.
I think the thing is that's more just forcing the Patriots to get a guy, because I just like think about it from the owner's standpoint, right? It feels like this offseason is about him kind of like taking his team back. And if you think about the team that he's experienced having, they always had a guy at the quarterback position. So I think he's gonna leave this year, or like the goal of this offseason is gonna be we're trying to establish ourselves at the quarterback position again. So that's why the angle I can understand for them trading to 1 is them feeling like Daniels is not the guy at 3. Like he's not that, right? Or he doesn't fit whatever our offensive scheme is. And then them feeling like our only way to get a guy is to trade up. And again, it really depends who their head coach is. But from what I've heard, if it's not going to be Belichick, it's probably going to be Gerard Mayo or Mike Vrabel. So you're getting an offensive coordinator to run the offense at that point, and then we'll see. I don't know if Mike Vrabel wants to work with Arthur Smith again, but I think that'd be so funny if Arthur Smith ends up with Caleb Williams. I think that'd be the funniest thing in the world.
Dog, Arthur Smith is a fucking menace.
Real life terrorist.
Yeah, it's geez, like this is what I hate about certain NFL projects. It's like you can explicitly tell when somebody is just a coordinator. Or not even a coordinator, but a certain subset of like the offensive game plan. If I need somebody to dial up a run play, yes, Arthur Smith, pull up. Other than that, you're good for nothing, bro. You're good for nothing other than your daddy's bank account. It is what it is, man.
Yep.
Because I'm looking at it and I'm like, it's the same thing I had with I don't know if y'all remember him, Anthony Lynn.
Yeah.
Same thing with Greg Roman. Like these guys can coach up a running scheme, but other than that, their offense is so prehistoric. It doesn't make sense. Like you had Dejon Robinson. I hope I said
Hey man, respect Anthony Lynn. Don't do this,
bro. Whew. It's craziness. I can go on for days about that, but yeah, I think it's crazy they're talking. Well, yeah, new GM in Tennessee. I guess it's about that time. But Vrabel's a hell of a coach, in my opinion. Like he's kind of like in that Mike Tomlin situation where they coach your team not to make a whole bunch of mistakes.
Yep.
And then you just really have to beat them man for man. So like him going back to New England makes the most sense, I would say.
Yeah.
Man, they got to stop running this dude on one leg.
For real.
This is crazy.
No, so the whole game, Washington has been putting themselves in second and long. The whole game.
I would just, I'm going 5 wide.
If you're going to end up in 2nd and 9 anyways, just air that shit out on first down.
Yeah. I think they can block them and pass. Yeah, see, they go. You know
what? Anthony Lynn was a 500 head coach.
He wasn't like
he's mid. Like he's the definition of mid. Like
mid, yeah.
But especially when you consider they fired him for Brandon Staley.
No, for sure. But that's the thing. If you think about the names that Eddie brought up, right? Like Greg Roman wins games, right? Like that's not really the issue.
Oh no, Greg Roman gets your quarterback hurt, so you got to play playoff games with Tyler Huntley.
That's the problem, bro. Like he will put, like Greg Roman. You're gonna look at Tyrod Taylor at some point picked up injuries, Lamar injuries, Kaepernick injuries. Like it's guaranteed.
It was a struggle, bro.
All we had to do was keep Lamar upright, and we were the 1 seed. That's crazy.
Yep.
Man.
Now Monken is getting head coaching opportunity or like interview requests.
I heavyweight don't think Monken or McDaniel, for that matter, are going to be good head coaches, but whatever.
that's just the game. Like the brain drain in NFL is crazy.
You take the coaches off the successful teams.
Yeah.
I low key hope Harbaugh stays in college for this reason, because John Harbaugh, but it won't happen.
Because doesn't Michigan want McDaniel if he leaves?
Michigan is either looking at Washington's head coach. They might interview Mike McDonald. Who knows? But I like John Harbaugh being in college because it's like we get 2 coaching staffs to pick from in terms of coaches. Like McDonald started as a volunteer with Baltimore, went to Michigan, coached the defense, and now he's back in Baltimore.
Yeah.
John Harbaugh is on the Michigan sideline right now.
Yep.
Oh wow.
It's like having
and like half our staff is there. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna go out on the limb and say one of our first 3 draft picks will be from either of these schools.
You have a de facto multi-club model.
Yes, for free. This is amazing.
For real.
I would like to stay, but I think he's gonna end up the Raiders head coach.
Who?
John Harbaugh or Jim Harbaugh?
Yeah.
I actually agree with you. I have a hot take on the coaching carousel. I think Jim Harbaugh ends up with the Raiders. I think Mike Vrabel ends up with the Chargers.
Jeez.
I think the Patriots hire Gerard Mayo. The Falcons' next coach will be light-skinned. I don't even know if there's light-skinned coaching candidates. There's my random one. And the Panthers' job.
Yo, I feel like the Panthers are gonna throw 20 mil at somebody that they're gonna fire in about 18 months.
You know he's going Belichick. You know he's going Belichick.
You know what? That's a good one, actually.
You know he's going Belichick. Facts. He's dumb enough to do it, dog.
Oh, bro.
Oh, let me see this. Oh,
bro, 4th and 7. You gotta make that throw.
He's wide open, dog.
No,
That's
you gotta
terrible.
make that throw. That throw just lost him money.
Yeah,
I doubt it. I fucking doubt it.
that hurt. That hurt.
That throw lost a lot of people money,
Yeah.
That's facts.
but not Michael Penix. He'll be all right. That guy's played himself into being a top 10 draft pick.
Are we sure about that?
Yes.
Yeah, I think he's there.
I'm so confident. I don't care how this game ends, dude.
I'm not gonna
No,
lie.
I'm not even talking about the game. I think the injuries and the age are gonna work against him, and I think he has to
Fuck
play.
no, dude. You know how many teams are desperate for a quarterback but don't want to trade a fucking king ransom for this light skinned nigga?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you,
Because
but I
look
mean,
at it, Burrow came out hella old too. So it's like,
Bro, if the Falcons don't trade up and they don't like trade for Justin Fields, I got news for you, buddy. Michael Penix, you're an Atlanta Falcon.
Atlanta, yeah. I can see that happening for sure.
Easy.
Why are they showing Bo Nix?
Yo, there's a guy I don't think can play.
No, he definitely can't. He's a 5-year Letterman with the COVID year. That's like 6 years of college football.
To be clear,
yeah,
I don't actually think like Penix is like an amazing transcendent talent.
yeah,
But if we all watched the same NFL this year, right?
yeah,
Half the teams probably need new quarterbacks.
yeah,
Yeah.
Or like are getting there where it's like, yo, if we don't need them this year, we're gonna need them very, very soon.
yeah,
Like you have Burrow, you have Lamar, you have Josh Allen, you have Tua, who even like at my core, I'm like about. Not because I don't think he's good enough to be a starter. I just think there's kind of a low ceiling with him relative to the guys he's in a conference with.
yeah,
You have Tua, you have Josh Allen, Lamar, you got Burrow. You got Justin Herbert, I guess, because they paid him, but like I don't really know about that one. I'm not gonna lie to you. You got Mahomes, you got CJ Stroud, you got Anthony Richardson. If he could ever play more than 3 games, I guess
he can never finish more than one game.
Yeah, you have him in theory. I super don't know about this nigga Trevor Lawrence.
Hey man, uncomfortable conversations.
Hey man, one day we will speak. I saw a tweet today. The Jaguars haven't won double-digit games since Blake Bortles was their quarterback.
Jeez.
Blake ate off one extension he got and said, "I'm good. I'll catch y'all when I catch y'all." That shit was hella funny to me.
One day we will have that conversation when the people want to have it. But we have 8 or 9 quarterbacks in the AFC. We have 9 if we're counting Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Right? And that's with counting Herbert, who I'm like,
Yeah.
I could be convinced either way about, to be honest.
I'm so hurt over Herbert, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, Staley, you have blood on your hands, dog. Kellen Moore, you as well. Just putting him out there to get his ass whooped with like, yeah, bro, don't worry. You could take like 5 seconds behind this injured offensive line. Don't worry, bro. You'll be all right. Like, nah, get him out of there, bro.
So you got 8 in the AFC. Now, if we go over to the NFC, in the North, I don't want to count Fields. You got Jared Goff, you got Jordan Love, because Fields low-key might be on a new team in the fall, right?
Yeah.
So, in the West, I guess you got Stafford if he wants to play next year. And I guess you got Brock Purdy.
And you got Kyler, and then I think the Seahawks,
Okay, so you got 3 quarterbacks in the West.
Yeah.
In the South, we got like none. Low key.
You got
one to being a franchise quarterback, I guess by default, is Bryce Young, because who the fuck else are they going to draft?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but these owner, who knows?
Yeah, but that's the thing. I'm pretty sure in that situation, though, I don't think the Bucks are gonna have the ability to take a top quarterback in the draft.
Yeah, they're kind of like stuck with Baker at this point, which was hilarious.
And the Saints, they can draft one if they want to, but like,
it's not going to be like a good pick.
And like the thing is like their regime is the same regime. So like, are they gonna now just pull the plug on Derek Carr? No, of course they should, and that is the right decision. But like, are they going to?
No, look
I don't
up.
think so.
Because
But
bro, didn't
my point is like in the East, right? You have Dak and you have Jalen Hurts.
yeah,
Daniel Jones is about to get cut at the end of next year, so I'm not counting him. Like
yeah,
he's there, but he won't be for long.
yeah,
Right.
Okay, the Commanders, don't joke with that one, buddy.
right,
So we have like half the teams
yeah,
in the league have quarterback kind of figured out going forward.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So we have half the teams that are kind of looking.
yeah.
Penix will get a shot, and he'll get a shot probably quicker than in the draft than he probably should.
Oh, I think he'll get a shot. I just like I'm not entirely sure he goes top 10.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm so
you know
confident.
what? You know what's so crazy about like watching him throw here and then because you just get so fooled, bro. Like, because then they go to the NFL and it's like these dudes look like they throwing ducks, but it's just the speed of the game is so much more that like if you don't throw with the anticipation, you don't throw with the velocity, like it's a wrap. And it's like thinking about what like Burrow throws a good ball.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna be like, yeah, he got that arm strength. With him, it's more accuracy. But if you look at his LSU tape, it's like he could throw from one side of the end zone to the field to the other. So, like with Penix, I'm looking at it and I'm like, yeah, the placement is somewhat there. The deep ball is So I'm looking like NFL wise, like maybe his comp is like Tua.
It
And I'm
it
not
is.
because it's just gonna all about, but it's like he's gonna be so dependent on the coordinator knowing how to use him and the weapons that he's surrounded by. And then with Williams, look, I mean, I need to be sold. Bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I need to be sold. I need to see it first before I start to believe in it because I'm not a fan of the USC tape. A lot of people are. But maybe that's just Lincoln Riley being Lincoln Riley in that as well. So when it comes to the quarterbacks in this draft, I don't think like if the ceiling is CJ Stroud,
Yeah.
I don't think any of these quarterbacks are really gonna reach that level.
Yeah.
I just don't see it.
Yeah, my thing with Caleb Williams, right? It's like it's one thing to definitely appreciate the talent and the ability that you've seen, but like the thing about that, like my thing is the production that we've seen is not it doesn't really translate because the way he produced in college is not going to be the way he produces at the NFL and achieving to achieve similar results. You're going to have to play different in the NFL. You're going to have to play a lot more on script. You're going to have to play like a lot more. You got to do a lot less wilding. Like he basically has to mentally play like a different player in the NFL to achieve the same results. And he has the ability, but that mindset change is like it's completely up in the air. You have no idea whether it'll happen or not.
Y'all can't tell me it didn't look like Manziel a couple times.
Bro, yes. And this is the thing, right? The upside, like to me, like one of the higher upside players in terms of players that just like play off script a lot is Kyler. And like we've seen how that goes.
You get your ass whooped out there.
Yep. Kyler just goes out there and plays backyard ball. And like he has a lot of ability, so it works a lot of the times, but it's also a part of the reason he can only go so far.
Hey man, you can't getting your ass whooped up front like that. Not like that. That's
everybody who plays backyard football in the NFL, that's the same way though. Like you can only win off script so much.
Yep.
Like you need to play on script.
That's why quietly Lamar was such a good prospect because in college that guy was on script as fuck outside from the random 70-yard runs here and there.
Oh, of course. That's why like when people are like, oh, we can't throw, I'm like, you guys are just racist.
Like your offense, your head coach was Bobby Petrino.
So as pro style of an offense as it gets.
Bro, Bobby Petrino was like, nah, he could throw. He's cool. I'm like, all right, that's good enough for me. We'll draft him. And like people are like, oh, I don't know about this. I'm like, guys, we have Flacco. We're going nowhere.
Yeah.
Like if this doesn't work, okay, try again in 3 years.
Did he catch that?
What's up?
I want the game. I wonder if he caught that or not. I can't tell.
I'm not sure.
I'm chefing up my pasta and my chicken, man. I'm not watching no more.
Yeah, they marked it incomplete. It's 3rd and 22.
Damn.
Hey, real hoops.
Damn, for real.
But I don't know. I think the Bears will definitely trade out of that pick.
I think they will too because they didn't fire everybody.
Yeah. You just don't. It just doesn't make sense to get a quarterback, like not get a new quarterback and keep the same coach. I can't see why you do that. And I'll say
if they do that, that would be dumber than keeping Justin Fields and just not firing anybody or just firing everybody.
Yeah.
Because the GM came after the coach.
Yeah.
So yeah, if anybody, if I'm the GM, bro, just get rid. Just get rid.
Like I said, use the position you're in as an opportunity to entice the best of the best. And if you're not going to do that, in my opinion, you're making a mistake. But that's the thing. Like the most beautiful thing would be if the Patriots are the team that trade up from 3-1 because they figure that they don't want Daniels. They maybe don't think he's that good. They want like a marquee quarterback prospect. They go up and get Caleb at 1, and we got Caleb Williams and Bill O'Brien.
Mm-hmm.
Be amazing.
Yeah, shit. Caleb Williams to Boston. Okay. We'll see. That shit will be yeah, man. Oh boy.
Damn. Caleb Williams and Jason Tatum running the city.
Hey man. I gotta see it. Dog. They gonna murder that boy.
Yep. But yeah.
Bucks getting smoked by the Jazz? What is going on in Milwaukee?
Hey, the Jazz, low key, risen from the dead the last 3 weeks.
They have risen. They have risen.
They're so funny to me, man. Like they'll just take people in trades that other teams seem not to like value that much and like revive the value.
Yeah, absolutely.
Markkanen and now John Collins.
Oh, just for the sake of eventually trading these guys. That's the funniest part.
Yep.
I think their only like foundational pieces they have are Keontae George and Walker Kessler. I think they're down to trade everybody else.
Oh yeah. Everything's for sale.
Which I don't think is a bad move, by the way. It's just funny.
Yeah. No, 100%. Like I like where they're at in the rebuild, and like we've kind of already seen Danny Ainge do it once.
Just this time, he's got to push the button and make the big trade when the time comes.
Yep. But yeah, we flushed out 1, 2, and 3. Number 4, Arizona. Little bit less. Only clear thing I think with them picking at 4 is that it's just guaranteed to not be quarterback. Because like,
I don't think Marvin Harrison Jr. drops to 4 if the Bears trade down to 3. But yes, they'll draft a receiver.
So if they're here, because the thing is like they already have 2 tackles, and the only other positional value here is edge rusher if they really want to. But I think that let me see, what do they have at the edge right now?
I have no idea.
But yeah, that's the thing. It's either edge or receiver. But the thing is, edge isn't BPA. It's like positional value in terms of how NFL front offices look at edge rushers versus receivers. But yeah, I'm looking at their edge rushers. They don't have much. Also, the thing is like they're very clearly missing a wide receiver 1. Like I think if they get a wide receiver 1, everything else falls into place. So yeah, it's one of those 2 picks. But again, like definitely not going quarterback. They won too many games.
What are the Ravens in this mock draft?
Probably 32. Let's see.
No, I know, but what is the pick? Is it a lineman? Pass rusher?
Yep. Ohio State edge rusher.
Yep, makes sense. I was just thinking, like, what do we need? Like, a lot of those guys are on veteran, like, 1-year deals, so they'll be leaving. So probably a pass rusher.
I think they could probably also go like right tackle if they wanted to.
Yeah, don't we have like a second round pick or something?
Maybe I'm not sure.
But those would be my first 2 picks.
So then, if you look past Arizona, the Chargers at 5, I think that gets real interesting because you don't know what direction this franchise is going into, like without a coach and
they've got nobody employed to make decisions.
Yep. Because like this is the thing, right? You look at that roster and you could look at like Khalil Mack and Bosa and all these guys and think like, hey, maybe we should make a push for it and try to win right now. Again, depending on the setup that you have, or a different setup could come in and say, let's actually, because we're now in year 1, let's strip this down and build a young core for year 2, year 3, right? So this could go a lot of different ways. They have them going receiver right here. I think the receiver position is definitely a need for them, but like I said, this is the wild card pick. This could really go any direction, but quarterback.
I think they lose one of Keenan Allen or Mike Williams, but I don't think they lose both of them.
So that's the thing is like, regardless of who they lose, like I really don't think those are like super dependable players anymore. One because of injuries, the other one because of age.
Yeah,
and their first round pick is kind of ass. So like, and Josh Palmer is just like an average guy. So they need talent.
Yeah, Johnson is ass. If I'm them, I get rid of Mike Williams, keep Keenan for a year, then get rid of him just so we can show Marvin the ropes. Cause it's like,
yeah,
Keenan Allen, like when it comes to just playing the position, is one of the best to do it.
Yeah,
not him, Devontae Adams. So
yeah,
I think that pair works well.
Right.
Other than that, like, yeah, to you guys' point, like, especially if I'm Chicago, just get Justin Fields as many weapons as possible. So I'd look at Marvin Harrison. Now where you have to,
bro, I'm telling you, they're praying for that trade down to 3.
Yeah,
right?
that trade down to 3 is ideal.
That makes the most sense. Especially, I mean, look, I'm just gonna call it. This is how I've seen it work out. I think the Patriots go up to 1, fuck up the world, and go Drake May number 1. I think that's their guy, but if they don't have to move to get him, then they just stick at, or who? Yeah, they're 2, right?
Who, the Patriots?
Yeah, are they 2?
No, there's 3. There's 3. The Commanders are 2.
Who's 2?
Commanders. They're guaranteed to take a quarterback, in my opinion.
Yeah. So the first 2 picks being quarterback, yeah, bro. Just get that third pick. Let them argue over the Drake Mays and the Williams, and then we'll see.
Nah, so this is the thing, right? So if you got the Patriots going up to 1 and taking Drake May, and then like Caleb Williams drops to Magic Johnson, like makes sense, I guess.
Bro, I just think the Bears are going to get like 2 extra first round picks out of that deal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they go get, like, the Bears, if they smart, they'll fleece.
Yep,
they'll fleece somebody.
Bro, they don't even have to be smart. They just have to wait.
Yo,
teams get desperate.
They make that trade down to 3. They get Marvin. They still have pick number 9. They have the extra picks from the Patriots. Like the Patriots, like probably you're getting good picks from them, even if they get a young quarterback.
Or Bill Belichick stays, trades the 3 picks, gets Caleb Williams, but I doubt it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless what's his face pulls a code red and he's like, fuck that. The sauce, I need sauce in my squad. It's been seasonless for too long. And he's like, yeah, we need that flair. We need that Williams flair just to change up the theme a little bit.
Wait, who are we saying makes this move?
The Patriots. Patriots have been playing some seasonless football for a mighty long time. It might be, they might need a rebrand.
Yo, this offense that I've seen since Brady left has been some of the worst shit I've seen in a long time.
You feel me?
It feels like
They're
early
unwatchable now.
2000s.
They're legit unwatchable now.
Yep. No, like I remember watching like it feels like watching Jake Delhomme Panthers. Like it's just bad. It's 2005 bad though. Like it's not even 2023 bad.
Yeah, it's not fun bad. It's just.
But yeah, so that leaves us with the Giants next, right? So the Giants are at a weird spot where like in what we have so far, if Daniels falls to them, that's like a very natural fit. But if Daniels goes ahead of 6, like they're in a weird spot where they're probably reaching for a quarterback or not getting a quarterback, and shit looks real bad for them at that point. This one has them taking a left tackle because that's the funny thing too, is like they keep whiffing on prime picks that like, yeah, they could definitely use a left tackle and they could use an edge rusher, but they could also use a quarterback. Like they could use anything. They lost Wink Martindale, but they're gonna keep their offensive staff, their head coach, and their GM. So I don't know what this regime wants to do. I think they're probably also in a must-win year. They're gonna have a quarterback that's not healthy. So I do think they need to get a quarterback that can play next year. And I just don't know. Like, I don't know.
Wait, what happened to Daniel Jones in terms of injury? What actually happened to him?
Tore his ACL in I think week 9, maybe, right? So like he's probably somebody who's gonna be like getting healthy around training camp times.
You would think, right?
Yeah. So that's the thing, is like you're just gonna have a guy that's like coming back from an ACL tear at some point, because I think he tore it at a remotely comparable time than to Kyler, right? Like Kyler, I think tore it in like week 13, week 14. Daniel Jones maybe about a month before that, but Kyler rejoined in the middle of the year.
I think.
Yeah, but Kyler also knew they were going to be out.
He tore his ACL before, right?
Who, Daniel Jones?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I think this is the second time he's done it.
Yeah.
It's the same knee or different knee?
Not too sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna I think they really need to get a quarterback. If they leave this draft with just a left tackle, bro, it's bad.
Oh man, Shador 2025.
Shador 2025.
You're laughing. I don't know why you're laughing.
Nah, but they're gonna be really bad next year if they don't get a quarterback. I guess they clean house, get rid of Daboll.
Yeah, start over, Shador. Bring in Dion as OC.
Oh, it's lit. Bring in Dion as coach at that point, man. Who cares?
Off 2 4 or 5 win seasons of Colorado, fuck it.
Facts. Well, no. Once he's reached the cap in terms of like recruiting, it's like, all right, on to the next one.
Yeah, that's fact.
Which is basically the model. Then we got the Titans, who had like a historically bad left tackle situation, and this is a prime spot to take a left tackle. But then also that means we're buying Will Levis stock, which do that at your own risk.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here we go, Washington. Let me get some out of this.
I guess the thing to point out here with Tennessee is that this would be their GM's second offseason, and if he's getting rid of his coach to get his guy in, then this is kind of like, I guess, the beginning of a new era in Tennessee. So I don't know. Maybe Will Levis is a part of that. Maybe he's not. But I feel like they've drafted quarterbacks 2 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
But Willis isn't this guy. This past offseason was his first offseason.
Off topic, but
yeah,
pasta with like Alfredo sauce is so fucking good.
Bro, it's cash every single time.
Undefeated.
That shit is so good, man. I'm so fucking happy with myself. Oh my god. I got my chicken thighs in the oven. That's right, I baked my chicken. Fuck all you haters.
No, bro, I bake chicken too, bro.
Only way. That's the only way.
Yo, on the day-to-day, just for typical food, that's the way.
Facts. That was how I was able to do the stream. Put that shit in for 40 minutes. Then I started up the pasta. And now we're cooking with something.
For real. Yeah, next 2 picks, Atlanta and Chicago. Atlanta, we already talked about quietly, like a quarterback trade-up spot. But again, like we can basically guarantee if they sit here, 3 quarterbacks go off the board before them at minimum.
Yeah. Maybe they'll feel compelled to trade.
Yeah, that's the thing. That circumstance of them having to take the 4th quarterback if they sit there, that's probably what motivates them to trade up. But that's the thing, like they maybe are the team that trades up ahead of New York for Daniels. So like, where's the Chargers? See, the Chargers with the amount of different directions they could go, if they decide they want to like get rid of the like veteran talent and go young a little bit, they could definitely trade back, get some more picks, let Atlanta trade up ahead of the Giants, take Daniels that way. I think Daniels is from Georgia as well. Not that that really matters or anything, but like, yeah, it could be a thing.
But you know what I just thought about?
Yeah.
It is the Chargers. They are cheap as fuck.
Yeah.
True.
They probably there's a good possibility they get rid of both. Oh, brother.
Yeah. Well, who do you think is going to be the Chargers coach?
That's a great question.
Somebody cheap.
Personally, you know, I still have my that one little part of my DNA that roots for the Raiders. So it's like in a perfect world, they keep Antonio Pierce.
Yeah.
And then Harbaugh goes over there. Just because I like the problem that I have with if they give Harbaugh the Raiders job, I know they're gonna try and give him control of everything.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a hit.
Bro, like you said, they keep running number 7 on one leg.
Damn, he don't even have the explosiveness to get there like that, bro.
Yep.
Because he had a gap, but it just closed. He couldn't hit it hard enough. But yeah, fuck.
Big 3rd down.
So I'm looking at it. I'm like, they got to go for it.
Yeah.
Because you go for it, and I think they get the ball back too.
Yeah. They just have to keep Michigan from scoring here, but with the amount of clock that would be, especially if you run it here on 3rd down. Let's say you have to go for it on 4th down after that. You're also killing a bunch of clock before 4th down. Like I don't think Michigan has the passing game to do much with like 30 seconds. So you're basically getting the ball back after scoring.
I might go quarterback keep. I'm crazy enough to do it because they might
something to make sure that if you don't score on 3rd down, the clock at least keeps running.
Yeah. There's so many storylines in this fucking NFL draft, and it's like, yeah, I didn't even till we start.
I love how half the league needs quarterbacks, and I'm not one of those teams.
Yeah, because you know actual good players are gonna fall to your teams when you're in that circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Well, they did the quarterback keeper. The clock is running. Yeah, they're probably going to use a timeout here before running this play.
I would if I were them.
They don't look set, but like whatever, we'll see. Nope, they ran the play. Oh shit.
Hey, ref. That's all good. There we go.
Well, yeah, it's on Michigan, it looks like. So,
yeah.
Hey, that played out exactly how, like, that's the best case scenario. You ran a bunch of time. You scored the touchdown. Like I said, I don't think J.J. McCarthy's got the game to move the ball down the field with no timeouts, 40 seconds to go. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you're probably going to start the second half down 7. We got a game, people.
That's crazy how it turned like that.
Yep. No, the clock management at the end of halves, or like at the end of the first half, it can really swing a game if you play your cards right with the possessions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like that. I forget. It's like that in and out route where you break in and then you like just stop on a dime and turn out.
Yep.
on the go, and I saw the corner just fucking tackle the dude. So that's why I was like, that's why I was screaming for the ref. I was like, yeah, that's gonna get called. But
Yep.
oh yeah, it's a ball game. Okay.
Pac-12 not going outside.
Love to see it. Not like the weak ass Big 12. You still haven't been judged for your crimes. It's an embarrassment. Well, yeah, the Jets. Oh, God bless them. I think they're in for a rude awakening next year.
But Eddie, look how funny this is, man. They have him taking a tight end, and mind you, that guy's really, really good. But they have him taking a tight end.
A tight end, bro.
A tight end, bro. And that's the thing, right? Here's the thing about the Jets. I think, like, obviously their quarterback situation is terrible, right? And obviously that makes winning games a lot harder. I also think, for what it's worth, I've seen teams with also like pretty shit quarterbacks do a lot better outside of the quarterback position. Like, I do think that like that coach gets away with it under the guys that just like, oh, Rodgers isn't there, everything is good. Like, I don't think that their offense has been able, like, you have Brees Hall and Garrett Wilson, right? Like, you technically have more around that quarterback than like the Colts do around Gardner Minshew. Like, you know, and like, mind you, like, obviously Gardner Minshew has shown that he's serviceable. I just don't think that the Jets get enough criticism for the fact that like even their defense had moments where like they weren't looking like the dominant defense that they have at times. Like, that's a team that I actually think like when they get Rodgers, they'll also kind of realize that they're just not that good either.
Mm-hmm.
So how they use this pick is important. Like, I think they need to get this pick right. And again, I don't think the tight end here is the guy.
I thought people would have learned their lesson after fucking Kyle Pitts. For as crazy as Kyle Pitts looks like when it comes to, you know, the measurables and all that.
Yeah.
You saw how much of the production is predicated on what's around him.
Yeah.
So it's one of those situations where I'm just like, look, we're not no tight ends in the first round. I'm sorry. Unless you're like fucking. Yeah, I can't even say if you're Kittle because I don't know you're going to be Kittle like that.
Yeah. But that's the thing is like no tight ends at the first half of the first round get guaranteed, right? Because at that point, right, you're picking in that point because your team's not that good, right? And teams that's not that good, the tight end is not the needle mover, right? You get the tight end, you add the tight end to the good team, and that's really when you start to get like a difference maker. And those are teams that are like probably picking like 25 and onwards.
Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely were both fourth-round picks, I believe, or Isaiah Likely might have been a third-round pick.
That's the other side of it, is that look where all the best tight ends were taken, right? So Kittle was a fifth-round pick. I think Kelsey was a third-round pick or something, or it's the second or third-round pick. A lot of the best tight ends aren't the first-round pick kind of guys. Also, the thing is like, as somebody who kind of follows this stuff, a lot of great tight end prospects go into the second round, right? Like Sam Laporta was a really good prospect, but he just didn't go in the first. Like, he fell to the second, right? Even a player like a Dallas Goedert, he hasn't really panned out, but he was a great prospect and he fell to the second. Like, tight ends are not supposed to go high.
No, not at all. Are they going for it?
I mean, I guess they're gonna just like, worst case scenario, if the play doesn't work, just like kill a bunch of clock and only give Washington one play to run. But it looks like they're taking McCarthy off the field now.
Yeah, I was saying.
Yeah, it looks like they took a delay of game.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Yeah. More space, yeah.
Well, 7-point game. We're gonna go into halftime. We're hopefully gonna get a good second half. I think for what it's worth, the way Michigan was able to run the ball for the first two drives, I don't really think I've seen that since.
Nah, bro. I was getting flashbacks of Stanford Harbaugh. It was getting ugly, bro.
I think Washington are going to win this game.
I hope so.
Me too.
Oh, they got to run a play because I don't think they could take a knee on the.
Nah, they got to just run a quarterback sneak.
Yeah.
They could take a knee there.
Yeah, actually, they're at the 2.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm seeing, yeah, they're at the 2.
Imagine they bust out some crazy lateral play.
For real. Nah, imagine they like run a trick play out of this formation on some Jameis shit.
Oh my gosh, bro. The funniest. Jameis is legit the funniest dude I've ever seen play.
For real.
I'm going to miss Jameis whenever he's gone.
It's
unironically the best ever.
like even his post game little discussion looks so scripted the way he was talking. I'm just like, yo.
Nah, he said, he's like, yo, we caught the pick and it was down at the 1. He could have scored. Would that have been bad? It's 41-17. How much worse could it get?
Why? It's like Jameis, he did it. He did score, bro. You lined up in victory, dog.
Yo, you did that to get Jamal Williams a touchdown as if he's never scored in his life. The guy scored 18 touchdowns or some shit last year.
Crazy.
Doug. That's a real nigga juice.
They treated like the touchdown leader last year like he was a Make-A-Wish kid.
Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, nothing of that makes sense that people are like, yeah, you should have stopped them. It's like, bruh, just go home. Like, it's not that. Why did you have to score? Like, literally, that's the only question I have. Why? Why? Just because you're the one.
Yo, here's the thing. I really would have respected it if he just said fuck Atlanta.
Yeah, that would have made sense.
And that's really, I think,
you know what it was?
What?
Someone on that team bet on that dude to score a touchdown.
Probably,
hey,
yeah.
You might be on to something, dear brother. You might be on
somebody on that team bet out somebody in that organization.
Yo, it might have been Jameis.
It might have been Jameis. He said, "Yo,
fucking, I'm on my way out. What's this?
Yo, I'm 30-1 to score a touchdown today, so I put down $10,000,
and I'm about to be out the league. So what is a suspension to me?
Exactly. I'll give you all $1,000 if you give me this ball right now.
True words have never been spoken.
This is how a lot of end of careers are gonna play out. Like, I'm about to end my career. Fuck it. We're about to match fix real quick.
I should have writing on the wall. I should have seen it. Damn, I forgot about that betting. Boy, I forgot about that bet.
Bro. Or they might have put down a live bet or something. Like, I would guarantee you that's what that was. And Dennis Allen saying, I'm disappointed, I apologize. It's all cap.
It's all cap. And you know what it is? The biggest telltale sign to me is, like, I do not believe that Jamal Williams would even want that. Like, you know, like if Jameis went to Jamal Williams and said, yo, I know your scrub ass hasn't scored yet this year. We're gonna get you one right here, and this is how we're gonna do it. Like, I do not think somebody is gonna hear that and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm thrilled. Let's do that."
Yep.
I got you. Like, all right, man.
Hell no.
You cracked the code on that one, Peter.
That's my tinfoil hat moment of the day. But when I saw that,
bro,
they were gambling in there.
Gambling, especially where we're at now. Brothers making $450K off of like a touchdown bet. Come on now.
Yo, and Jameis is the perfect fall guy because nobody's gonna suspect it. They're just gonna be like, this dumb motherfucker.
But it couldn't have happened to a better group of people between Dennis Allen and Derek Carr being involved. I'm in heaven. Because sooner rather than later, like, people are gonna understand how much of it, like, those two together, fucking Dumb and Dumber, like, made for each other, bro. I tell you what, them years of them running being the heads of my franchise. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yo, between the Jameis interview and the Jair Alexander interview from last week, bro, we've got some classic interviews from the NFL recently. Jair Alexander, that shit was so funny.
Zaire, another one.
Yeah, he made himself captain without telling anybody, like literally nobody, and then he basically messed up the coin toss and essentially told the referee to give the other team the ball, like at the start of both halves, and the referee had to correct him.
Yeah.
So that's the bigger deal.
Hey, fuck it.
And then they're like, "So why did you do this?" He's like, "Man, I'm from Charlotte. Like, I don't think the coach knew that, like when it happened, but I'm from Charlotte."
You're just like, bro, what does that mean?
Wild.
This guy got suspended for the game against Justin Jefferson with the season on the line over that bullshit, man. This is too funny. Like, and that's the thing. Like, if you're the Packers, like, why does it have to come down to that? Why don't you just like be like, you know what? Nah, fuck it. We knew he wanted that. He just said the wrong word, whatever. Like, let's not make this a big deal. But they suspended him with their season on the line. They hate that guy.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. The
And
thing with Jair is like he has textbook cornerback outlook on life.
For real, just fuck it.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
nothing matters. Fuck it.
Nothing matters. Fuck y'all say fuck me. Well, fuck you too. Like that's how corners operate. People have to understand when it comes to that football. Like I don't think there's a more diabolical person on the field than the quarterback. The cornerback, because they technically pretty much have the hardest job.
Yep.
They get none of the credit.
They have to forget every play.
It's like you have to be,
bro.
Like, they're psychotic, bro.
Yo,
bro,
about the coin toss shit like it was the last play. Like, you know,
I've been listening to Marlon Humphrey's podcast all year.
Yeah.
And some of the shit he just says is so funny.
Yo.
That guy,
one of them.
He definitely has like ADD or something.
Yo, Kyle Hamilton is hilarious on Twitter. I didn't know, but he's so funny on Twitter.
Oh,
hey, it's funny because I guess Marlon was saying, he's like, yeah, so Kyle Hamilton who was talking trash to a guy who used to play for us.
Yeah.
And he said, you weren't good enough. That's why they drafted me. And he's like, damn, that's one of the meanest things I've ever heard in my life.
Look, your entire defense, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Once I started seeing Jadeveon play a certain kind of way, right?
Hey, it's time.
In my head, I was like, yeah, there's somebody on that team who he knows he has to answer to if he's out there bullshit. I don't know who it is.
Number zero. It's number zero.
That was who my money was on.
It's number zero.
It's definitely
Roquan. He's crazy as
Yo, I don't know if you guys remember when the Ravens traded for Roquan, Murtaza was like, yo, that guy's amazing, but there's something wrong with him. And I was like, you just described a Ravens linebacker.
Yeah, I don't understand like what the problem is.
Bro, that's exactly what they're looking for. There's no such thing as character issues. It's just character.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah, like I don't know. I think in terms of our defense, you just have to be a certain kind of person, and you just have to be like completely insane.
Yep.
Like you got some characters when you could say Patrick Queen is maybe the nicest.
Bro, Marlon was talking about he was talking about the Niners game, and they were talking about all the interceptions, and he's like, what really made me mad is none of these niggas will block.
None of them get him.
And when Patrick Queen almost fumbled his pick, he was like, you guys don't understand, because Marlon was like freaking out because he thought he fumbled. He's like, you guys don't understand how big of a play that was.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, Debo just ran 3 go routes. I'm tired as hell. I ran all the way over there. By the time I get there, he's like, this guy fumbles. I'm mad as hell. I'm like, you know what? I get it.
No, man.
It's definitely I think it's gonna be the group that nobody talks about, but it's gonna probably deserve most of the credit if you guys get the job done, because their levels, like as a unit from front to back, like I think they're definitely the best defense in the entire NFL.
Our defense is definitely better than our offense.
Yeah. And so if they ball out, and then that gives your offense the opportunity just to play comfortable.
Yeah,
a lot of good stuff can happen.
Hey, you guys have no idea how happy I was watching that game on Christmas.
bro. I was happy as hell, and I'm not even a Ravens fan, so I could only imagine.
I was like, oh, the things you said this week about their quarterback and my quarterback, I will not forget.
Bro, Rashard Mendenhall made that game amazing, man.
Oh, it was incredible.
Also, Rashard Mendenhall fixed the Pro Bowl, and nobody gives him credit for it. He fixed it. They did all this flag football shit, all this fucking dumb shit in Vegas, all these random games. No, Rashard Mendenhall fixed it. Like, he just did it, and nobody's saying it. No, like, this is the idea the NFL's been waiting for. They just stumbled into it.
Fuck, I gotta get up and do the dishes. No. That food was so good though. Oh my god, I'm so proud of myself. I've been bulk cooking once a week. Because I got these 10-hour shifts. So when I get home from work, I don't feel like cooking every day.
Yeah.
I do that shit once. So I'll make like 4 dinners in one. And that'll just be my food for the work week. And that shit actually saves me so much money. Because
For real.
eating out is so expensive now, man. I try not to do it when I'm by myself.
Same.
No, yeah, eating out it's gotten ridiculous. Like,
Doesn't make sense.
doesn't make sense. You're not, especially if you're like, I'm sure able to say, I've watched one too many documentaries on Netflix now to even step foot in a fast food place. That it's like, if I'm not eating out something, like I'm just
like your normal run of the mill fast food is like the same price as like a bowl of pho, and it's like, bro,
crazy.
I was gonna get something that I actually like and actually makes me feel good.
Yep. No, like, there's just, like, at this point with the way fast food prices are, like, just there's ethnic food everywhere that's very good for the same.
Oh yeah,
price. There's
This
just
is what I'm saying. Like they're pricing themselves out.
Yep.
the taco truck always comes through.
Delivers.
Oh, there's a little
Consistent.
taqueria that opened up on Main Street down by where I live, and they got street tacos for $2.50 around the clock. And I'm just like, you know what? I can go just cop 4 of those for like $10.80 after all the taxes.
Yeah.
It's good to go. Instead of like getting a combo at like In-N-Out for like the same price, I could walk to get my food instead of having to drive.
Right.
I have to even with In-N-Out, like I can't even do In-N-Out like that much anymore because I know I'm gonna be hungry like an hour or 2 later.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like,
It's
I go to In-N-Out at 8. I'm hungry as fuck by 11.
It's unfortunate, man. You can't. I don't know what they've done, but it just doesn't hit the same.
When did it go? When did it go sideways? Because I had In-N-Out like a year ago in Vegas. That was my only experience, and I kind of I was super disappointed.
It's I don't know. I just feel like the food's not as filling as it used to be.
Damn.
I don't think the quality is much different. Like In-N-Out's, to me, it's like 7 out of 10 fast food.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not amazing.
Yeah.
It pretty much fits any situation you're in, though. So I like that.
Yeah.
And it's not expensive relative to other fast food.
That's what I was saying. Like, I left feeling like the food is like, it's okay, but for the price, I'm happy with it.
That's exactly what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Never supposed to be some gourmet item.
Right.
Like, hey, up until about a year ago, I could take a $10 bill to In-N-Out and get a double combo.
Yeah.
Now it's like $10.80, so it's kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't like that I can't order fast food for under $10 anymore. I really don't like that. So that's why I just don't really do it. Like my girlfriend and I, we went to sushi on Saturday. There's a place that has happy hour every day, 3 to 6.
Yeah.
And then a reverse happy hour from 8 to 10. And so we got like 5 rolls for like $50. And I was like, bro, I could just do this instead of just eat out. I could just do this like once a week if I want to. But it's like, yo, you're seeing sushi rolls for like $8, $9, and it's like, oh, this is way better than just getting shitty like Carl's Jr. like In-N-Out.
Yep.
But yeah, I just been cooking my own food mainly to save money, and also like I have more control over what I eat. So it's just better. But I'm at work from 6 to 4:30, so I ain't got energy to come home and cook for like an hour and a half each day.
For sure.
Fuck that.
That's why the oven bake is so crucial. Cause like the oven bake, man.
I don't have to stand there and do
Yeah,
shit until it's time to cook the pasta, and then I just got to make sure it's not boiling over.
just like that.
Yeah, like I have friends like, "Oh, you bake your chicken?" I'm like, "What do you do with the chicken? Like, do you stand there and cook it for like 30 minutes? That's way too much work."
Couldn't be me.
But
Couldn't be.
I've been doing this legit since like I've probably been cooking my chicken this way for like 10 years now.
Oh yeah, once I started having a college budget,
Yep,
that was it. That was it.
bro. That 10-piece pack of chicken thighs that I would get back in the day for like $7, it's now like $10. But it is what it
Like
is. Fuck
that.
it. That was me. I was all up in that shit. And I used to like just take all the things I made for like meal prepping and use those on my dates like sporadically. I'd be like, hey, instead of going out and eating for like $40, just come over. I could make us a meal for two for like under 10. Promise you. And that
Shit.
was and then since I cooked, I'd be like, all right, dessert's on you. And they'd either bring ice cream or some shit, or we'd go get ice cream, and then it was all done. It was a wrap. I still be doing that shit. But yeah, guys, here we are. Draft talk, random things, my previous dating life back when I was a single man, but not anymore.
Mm.
Shout out to my girlfriend. She's definitely not watching, but it is what it is.
To reminisce. To reminisce. That is all. To reminisce.
To reminisce. Oh man. So Eddie, when did you get back?
I got back the 31st to California. I was in New York for like a day or two with my little brother.
Okay.
And it's absolutely I'm besides myself with this weather. I can't even lie to you, bro.
Yo, it's cold as hell, boy.
I got a tan. I was out there tanning, bro. I got a tan. I was peeling. That's how you know it was hot out there in Africa. I was legit peeling.
That's crazy.
And then I came back here and now it's like it's the wind. It's the wind that's killing me.
It's 38 degrees when I got outside for work this morning.
It's North Face season. I can't. I'm not coping too well, but I'm trying to.
Oh, it's horrible. I'm gonna be outside tomorrow too.
Oh.
We started the new year, so we got to start with all the devices. We got to start over.
When the sun is down. When the sun is down is when it hurts the most.
That's why, like, I don't leave my office till 7 now, even though I get there at 6. I'll look outside and be like, nah, I'm not going out there.
Yeah, I can't. I don't blame you, man. It's like
I'm surprised you're still here. I'm like, you felt outside? You think I'm going out there in the dark? What the fuck?
I might have to go. I might have to go back. I'm not gonna lie. I might have to go back,
bro. It's not gonna warm up for like in a couple of weeks too.
Oh man, come back when it's like summer. I don't know.
Bro, I'm seeing highs of like 58 all week, and I'm like, nah, bro. We are not doing this. This is not how this is gonna go. Fools are jogging out there for the second half. Oh man, imagine Jim Harbaugh loses. The slander will be immense.
I'm like, I don't know, maybe because I'm just like weird like this, bro. I think it's just like the balance of the football gods. There's no way they'd let one family have not only college football but the NFL too.
Oh, facts. No, they will.
It's like,
Bitch.
It would be wild. I just couldn't see that. I couldn't see that happening. I'm sorry.
That would be hilarious. Hey, man,
Oh man.
we already had the Jim and John Super Bowl.
Oh.
That's got to eat up John Harbaugh inside. Or
Oh
Jim Harbaugh.
yeah, bro. You already know.
I feel like Jim Harbaugh is like favorite son, low key. He gives me like his parents are always like at his shit. I never see the parents at Ravens games.
Cause they know John is cool. John's gonna handle it well. They gotta worry about Jim. I feel like,
Bro, like everyone's like, oh. Somebody at Ravens Twitter's like, yo, how come John Harbaugh's parents are never here?
they're like, John got it. Jim's the one we gotta be. Oh, you okay, Jim? You okay? It's okay, Jim. It's okay.
Someone just commented like, man, fuck them niggas, man. Who cares?
I feel it. I feel it.
Facts, though. I can't remember the last time I saw the Harbaughs at a regular season Ravens game.
And their dad is like Jim more than anything from what I've seen.
Oh, 100%.
It's like a Jim clone, or like the Jim's a clone. Yeah.
Oh man. How do you feel about this Monday night wildcard game? I high key hate it.
It's a joke. It shouldn't be there, but it's like, money.
Bro, I thought the whole 3 games on Saturday and 3 games on Sunday.
Imagine we have a game. We have a game exclusively on Peacock. That's what we're doing now.
Yeah, I think Chiefs Dolphins on Peacock is funny as hell.
It wasn't enough to take Thursday night and put it on a streaming platform like Prime Video of all places. They're like, you know what we need? Play football on Peacock. That's what the people need. What?
Yo, you know how many people are gonna subscribe to watch that game?
Oh man, I get it though. Business is business. I get it, but it's just like, yeah, y'all gotta get me out of this world, bro.
Bro, there's gonna be so many people using Peacock during that game. The app's gonna crash.
It's bound to. It's not even used to that much bandwidth. That's what they fail to understand.
Bro, you're gonna have like 20 million people signed into Peacock to watch that game.
The lag is gonna be crazy.
Bro, they're gonna be like a minute behind the actual like happening.
Yeah, it's not looking good, bro.
But yeah, I missed the whole 3 games one day and 3 games the next day for Wild Card Weekend. I thought that was cool.
It was. It really was. So what? There's only the 2 on Sunday, huh?
There's 3 on Sunday. There's only 2 on the Saturday. But I feel like the first time they had it, they had 3 and 3, so it was fun.
Yeah. So what? The late one is on Saturday. The late one is on Peacock. Is that what they're doing?
Yeah, the primetime game on Saturday is on Peacock.
Yeah. Which one is that? Is that Dolphins Chiefs?
Yeah.
I heard it's gonna be cold as fuck. I heard it's gonna be like 2 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, bro. The
weather's gonna be in the teens.
A football game in Kansas City at night. That is
I think the Dolphins are good.
Absolutely terrible weather-wise.
And the Dolphins,
I'm just thinking about what we're going through over.
Yeah, the Dolphins are cooked, unfortunately.
Their defense has all those injuries. Like the weather's gonna be shit. Bro, I really wanted to pick against the Chiefs. I really wanted to pick against the Chiefs in the wild card round, but I just can't do it with this matchup.
Oh, I refuse.
I got them losing in the divisional round, though. Like, probably to almost anybody they run into.
I mean, you're saying almost anybody they run into, like it's not going to be the Bills.
That would be. Oh yeah, true. But like if the Bills aren't gonna lose. True. Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know. It'd be hilarious if the Steelers beat the Bills. That's just not going to happen, is it?
Yep.
There's no way that's a pick.
Pat Mahomes' first road game in the playoffs.
There's no way that's a pick.
Second half started? Fact.
Yeah.
I got myself ice cream, too, for the week. I splurged.
Shout out to Halo Top. I found that in life's been different ever since.
Yo, you know who showed me Halo Top?
Mm.
This girl named Chelsea, who I met in college.
This is not a pick. This cannot be a pick. There's no way. Yeah, they're changing it. It looked like he bobbled it while he was out of bounds. No, it's a pick.
Yeah, watching it through a pick, that's rough. Was it down the field, at least?
No, they're on their side of the 50 now. They're in the red zone, pretty much outside of it.
Oh, well, that's not great.
He let it go as somebody like put their cleats right in his ankle. His own offensive lineman. His ankle completely turned.
Oh, well, that's not good either.
Yup.
This is hashtag not good.
Oh, brother. Man. What a start to the second half. Oh, my gosh.
All that build up and then just one disaster play.
Just one disaster play. That's all it took. Unbelievable. Make a play, defense. Come on now. Oh, I might have to pull up for the watch along tomorrow, my guy. If you're doing one, Alum, for the Raptors.
Damn, bro, it's probably gonna be a bit late with work, but like I might do the first half.
Just let me know. Just let me know.
If you're down though, I'm more inclined to do it now. But like I'm down because like I actually enjoy watching them now.
Yeah.
Like post trade, it's been a different world. Like all of a sudden we have guards.
Nice.
It's like RJ finally got put into a position he's supposed to be.
Yo, I saw RJ Barrett with crazy hoops last night.
Yep.
Hey, listen. He has a whole bunch of people contemplating if they want to be Warriors fans anymore. It was crazy, the types of conversation that was happening at work.
Bro, I was very invested in the football game, and I saw RJ Barrett had 27 at halftime, and I actually didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, it got.
I saw them up 76-49 at half, and I laughed. I had to laugh.
It got ugly. It got ugly, bro. And they like.
I was like, wait, the 2024 Raptors are up 27 on the road at halftime?
Kerr conversations were being had.
There's a beat writer for the Warriors that calls him Sleepy Steve Kerr, and that's the funniest shit.
Hey, man, Sleepy Joe Biden, Sleepy Steve Kerr.
I've been on this. Every time I talk with y'all about this dude, man, I'm like, look, we're going to have conversations soon enough. We're going to have conversations soon enough about Steve Kerr. And
it might be time. You're right.
Bro, it's the first coach that I've seen where a player just went to Shams and said, "You know what? Just say that I hate that guy."
he gave the first team all fuck that nigga.
No, I'm there. He's it's tough with him, bro. It's like They are you the whole Draymond thing. People are funny. People genuinely think that Draymond really likes Steve Kerr. Like they have no clue.
Bro, the Draymond I thought about retiring thing is the most white woman shit I've ever heard.
Oh yeah, that tells you emotionally he's unstable. If that
No,
wasn't if the whole let me just start swinging on fools like I'm seeing ghosts wasn't enough, like this should have told y'all. This should have told y'all. Cause honestly, like it's like, look, well, I think the whole thing about I'm gonna be real. The Draymond thing, it shines a light on a lot of hypocrisy, right? Because people were like, I miss the old days, and then he's giving you the old days, and now you want to act like something's really going on. And then this happens, and I don't know. It's weird. It's very. One second.
But yeah, at least Washington held Michigan to a field goal there off the turnover. Hopefully, Michael Penix's ankle is okay, and they can get back on track with this drive. But I guess momentarily averted disaster, kind of, sort of. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I that was a big stop. That was a big stop. Can you scroll to see who they have the Raiders take? Oh, the Raiders.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's
Oh
probably.
Lord.
Oh no! Yeah, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something for free.
Yeah.
This would be it.
Yeah.
This would be it.
No, it's actually perfect. Harbaugh and
This.
McCarthy. We found it, Peter. We found the Raiders pick. Harbaugh and McCarthy.
This is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Oh.
Yo, think about it though, right? It's the way it happened. Because look, none of these picks have pictures. Fucking Caleb Williams at number 1 overall does not have a
No
picture.
picture. Oh,
I did not expect to see like color when I scrolled down, and then this
make
fucking
this
guy's
up.
face is here.
You can't make this up. Oh.
Yeah, I got a bunch of mock drafts queued up. I'm curious now who everybody else has the Raiders taking. So they got them taking the Clemson corner in this draft. Nate Wiggins.
Congratulations.
Roma Dunze in this draft.
That's what be going on right now. Congratulations. Just doing the damn Tyrese, bro.
Yeah.
Not here for that. I'm not here for that, not one bit.
Hey, this mock draft has them taking Bo Nix. Let's go.
That might be worse.
What is this?
This one has there's a lot of mock drafts mocking Nate Wiggins, cornerback from Clemson, to them.
No, yeah, we need corner help.
What the hell is this?
That's a fact.
I'm not looking at this. And then this one has the Raiders taking. This order isn't even accurate, I don't think. So
I don't even care, bro. You can go get Russell. Go get Russell, dog. Go get Russell. Russell or Kirk.
So then for the Ravens, these mocks, the next mock has them taking an offensive tackle. The mock after that has them taking a guard. The mock after that has them taking a corner. The one after that has them taking a defensive tackle. Damn, bunch of different positions.
Well, those are the only like 4 positions I can think of that we need.
And then this last one has them taking the same guy, the same defensive tackle. No, I can't believe that this is the one picture in this mock draft, though. I'm trying to see. Is there another picture at all? No, this is crazy treatment.
Yeah, somebody from Michigan wrote this article. This dude has to be from
Michigan. This is from USA Today. Who's the writer? Michael Middlehurst Schwartz. My goodness.
Jesus Christ.
This guy.
Yeah. If I saw him in real life.
That guy looks like a nerd.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like a JJ McCarthy fan.
Clearly.
It's ridiculous. Like it's funny to me. It really is. Like there's a reason Michigan runs it as much as they do.
Yep.
And then you want that quarterback to be the one they pick at 13th.
Yep.
Yeah, if you're gonna sign Derrick Henry, maybe, but like
I think Derrick Henry goes to Dallas on like some cheap ass deal.
Oh, Derrick Henry. We stumbled into that during the live stream yesterday during Sunday Night Football. Like low key, if you look at all the situations, like Dallas making that kind of a splash move kind of makes sense.
Oh, low key, Derrick Henry come to the Ravens.
Yeah.
Bro, can you imagine first down Derrick Henry, second down Gus Edwards, third down Derrick Henry?
Unbelievable.
Oh, hoops.
Somebody
We're just gonna bludgeon front sevens all year.
Hoops.
And then Lamar
it would never happen, but it would be hilarious.
And then Lamar keeps it every now and then for fun.
What? But if for whatever reason something happened to Gus Edwards, Derrick Henry, come on down, my brother.
Yep.
We got a 2-year, $20 million deal just for you.
Yo, those tip passes at the line that go straight up in the air, heart attacks. Heart attacks.
$78 is hooping. I watched the sky cam just because I like the view.
Yeah.
And you can like see it's like, you know, they have that one view you see like from the quarterback's perception, and it's like you just see who gets wrecked on the line a whole lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, these running backs for Washington aren't that good.
Yep. Like, I don't know how good number 7 is. They say he's the best, but like with him being hurt, I don't really like any of the other guys.
No, they're not that good. They're 7 healthy was a monster.
Right. That's
healthy
what I heard.
Was a monster. Like I watched them. I watched pretty much every Washington game. Yeah, 7 healthy was a monster. This 7 is a shell of himself because he was just football fast.
Yeah.
Right? And so once you get hampered, like your foot speed is hampered a little bit and you're football fast, then yeah, it's pretty tough for you to be that kind of player.
Right.
Is Washington's kicker worth the shit?
Yeah, he's solid.
All right, you got to kick this, man.
You got to knock it down.
Yeah, if he misses, he's not safe on campus.
Oh yeah, they've got a couple stops though.
Right down the middle, right into the All-State hands.
Bro, he'd be safe on campus. They're Washington football. They'll get over it.
Yeah, he's happy to be there.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's been a minute for that.
Yeah,
campus.
if it was the SEC or Ohio State, then yeah, call it
maybe
guard. But yeah, with it being Washington, yeah, they got too much stuff going on over there.
Well, we got a 1-score game again.
Is that guy from Texas the quarterback?
Half of the team is from LA, so it might actually, now that I think about it.
Is the quarterback from Texas, is he draft eligible?
Next year.
Wait, Ewing?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Hey, let me not say much. Okay, now let me not say. Is it like a? I don't know. Let me not speak.
What's up?
Because he took his helmet off, and I'm just trying to notice. I think I noticed something. I don't know. It's like I just can't. I don't know how to say it the right way because there might be somebody watching who deals with this. So I'm just like I'm being very careful about what I'm saying right now.
Right.
Yeah, fucking 858. Just get one more stop. Let's get a score. Come on now. Oh shit.
It doesn't look like the Texas quarterback is going to be in this draft.
Nah, he's in the next one. I swear.
Yeah.
So.
Because I'm going down a list and I got to the Notre Dame quarterback, and there's no way that the Texas guy is going to be after the Notre Dame guy.
Oh, the Notre Dame guy? I thought he was hella old.
Facts. That's what I'm saying. Is like they're saying he's projected like round 6 or 7 or whatever, but like there's no way that Ewers would be after him. Yeah. He's in next year's draft.
Yeah, I thought that dude was. Oh, maybe it's just Notre Dame. I always think them dudes is hella old.
Oh, he is. No, he's got like 49 wins in his career or some shit. Like he's old as hell.
He was at North Carolina. What they got going on in this?
Yeah, 2025. What the hell? Yeah, Ewers. You're gonna have Milrow, I guess.
Oh no, Milrow. I mean, I don't know about Milrow, dog.
It says projected round 3 to 5. So, this class looks kind of trash. I mean, where's Shador though? I guess they classified Shador as 2026, but he'll go early.
Yeah, I think he'll probably end up being not the first quarterback taken, one of them.
Shador?
Yeah.
He'll go number 1. At least in terms of quarterbacks.
Because Eddie, who's the competition next year? Like just generally, who are the quarterbacks? Like DJ's probably going. The Georgia quarterback, I don't think his stocks are like high at all. Ewers from Texas. Maybe the FSU is the FSU quarterback. He's going back to school, right?
No.
Damn. Okay. Then yeah, I don't know.
But they transferred somebody else in.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, he's not.
I don't know how that homie's getting drafted if he can hardly walk, but somebody was drafted. Maybe like the Giants or something, low key.
Right.
Let him rehab for a year.
I was going to ask the question because I stumbled into the Broncos, right? So the Broncos have to get a quarterback, but it can't be like a free agent because they don't have like the money. So it has to be in the draft, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they're going to take a scrub. They don't really have the capital to trade up either. They're going to have to sit at like 12 or whatever and draft somebody. That's the Bo Nix spot.
Nah, man. I don't think Sean Payton wants to draft Taysom Hill 2.0.
I don't know about that.
You might have just said it.
I don't know.
That's his type.
I don't know, dog. I don't know.
If he does, he deserves to get fired.
You think, but it's like, I can't lie. It's one of those situations where I look at it, and that's exactly what I think Sean Payton would do. Exactly what I think Sean Payton.
He was comfortable giving him a deal that was like $20 million a year if he played quarterback snaps. Like that guy's a criminal. Big stop by Washington, man.
There we go.
Big stop.
Did we just watch him go run, run, run?
Yep.
You knew it was going to be. That's what it's going to be. Yeah, there you go. Damn.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I hate the all like one colored jersey theme. Washington was white jerseys with purple pants, and Michigan was blue with the maize.
Yeah.
It would look so
It would
much
hit a
better.
bit different. It would hit a bit different.
Yeah.
I just think this is boring.
Like
Nah,
I,
I swear growing up, they Washington always came through with the gold pants, right?
Gold or like purple
purple.
or something different.
Yeah. I swear that's what they used to be on.
I also think
Oh
like
yeah.
just generally like the clean look, it's oversaturated because like every single sports like thing like it has the same theme.
I think the only thing that works for in football is black.
I'll be honest. I think all black jerseys are lazy.
Mm.
'Cause
I always
you
liked
know it
when
looks
the Raiders
cool.
did it, but they barely ever do it anyway. They don't really do it. They always kept the silver.
Like even like when the Eagles do like the all black jerseys, but they got the green helmets, like it's at least there's that, right? But when they did last year, they did the all black jerseys with the black helmets, like it looked like too much.
Mm. I hear it. I hear you. I think because like I always enjoyed it when like the crowd matched
Yeah.
and like the whole thing just gets turned out like black. Like I always like that. But then you make a good point when you're talking about that Eagles ensemble because it doesn't really hit the same. Like the Eagles for me, it's like if it's not the old school green joints,
Yeah.
let's not get too crazy. Like let's not go all black. You're the Eagles. Like
Yeah.
oh y'all are better suited for like all whites.
Yeah.
Facts.
But the never a fan of all green. That's not it. But like, yeah, just the green, white, light green. Just keep it like that. Maybe some silver here and there, but that's pushing it. Like,
Right. Yeah, like that's the thing with the NFL's like second helmet thing they came up with recently. Like we just got you got so many random black like uniforms. Like the Colts, they wore a black helmet at some point this year, and I hated it.
yeah, that was ugly. But that brings me to another point that needs to be addressed on how
Yeah.
by themselves Nike is ruining sports uniforms
Yep.
by themselves. Like
Mhm.
I
They
honestly
monopolized it and made it all boring.
I kind of wish they did the football, the like the soccer aka football thing where you get a new one every year.
Yeah.
That would be dope, but yeah, I'm not enjoying anything about these NBA uniforms because it's like yeah, you get these new city uniforms and realistically they're just all black with different color print,
Yo, I
different
think they're showing a box at the game right now with Stephen A. Smith, Derek Jeter, and Travis Scott. That's a hilarious combination of humans.
crazy. They
Derek
let
Jeter
Travis
dapping up
Scott
Stephen
back
A.
in
Smith is
Houston.
crazy.
What was that, Peter?
Derek Jeter dapping up Stephen A. Smith is crazy.
It's nasty with Travis Scott quietly watching like he doesn't know what he wants to say. It's
I'm
real
just
nasty.
again, when did Travis Scott get let back into Houston?
For real.
That's
And
what I
why
think.
is he allowed at an event with this many people?
Yeah,
Also, why are they all in the same box and why do they not have their own box?
Yo, it's nasty. It's like ESPN said, yo, everybody huddle together real quick. We got a picture to take.
Yeah, what?
don't
Nah,
like
they're
it.
doing group photos at the national championship, bro. It's real nasty out here.
This is crazy. We're losing recipes.
For real.
I think that's how you know this shit is shot. Everybody got their hand in the pot, like you said. Fuck it. I mean, that's crazy. That's a crazy. Oh. Oh, you can't make a miss, dog. Give me some too. You gotta make a miss.
For real.
Yeah, these wideouts though. That's who's been eating like this entire season for Washington. Like
Yep.
it's like all their wideouts are like league ready. It's weird.
You guys think Bo Nix has a master's degree?
Probably.
Um, I think it's bought and paid for.
No, I know, but like, do you think he has one by being in college for 6 years?
Oh
He
yeah.
better. He seems like the type to.
Bro, like I would if I was him. Fuck it.
You've been out there so long. You better.
And like, the most fire part is even if he sucks in the NFL, he probably has a graduate degree to go get a job.
Yep.
But as
He
long as he
probably has
signs,
enough guys, enough like. It's funny because I have a friend who played at Washington, got a job just because he played at Washington.
I was gonna say, I think Oregon is the kind of place where if you're the guy there, you're gonna be the guy forever.
Like he helps run like this kind of crazy ass gym, just because the guy who, damn, just because the guy who founded it used to play for Washington, and he just looks out for him. And it's like he came out, we was all struggling looking for work, and he came out like 80 racks a year working at a gym.
fuck it.
Jeez.
Come
Bro,
on.
like, I'm looking at like, because Kenny Pickett was number 20 overall, right?
Yep.
I feel like Bo Nix is going to go somewhere in that range.
If they do that, I'm telling you, these dudes, like, I feel like there should be like a fine. I guess the fine for making stupid picks is your team sucks, but
yeah,
it's one of those situations where I'm like, yo, you cannot be placing the hopes and dreams of your team on a player like Bo Nix.
Yep.
I agree, but like, my point is,
it happens.
Bo Nix got a $7 million signing bonus. Like, even if Bo Nix just gets drafted in round 1, he's probably looking at like $6-7 million at signing and another like $6 million over the course of a rookie contract.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something right now. You know who I think who might be the next early exit out the NFL?
Who?
Mac Jones.
Oh yeah.
Mac Jones looks like the type. Yo, let me get this checkup from the NFL and then let me get up out of here.
Yep.
Yeah, and I feel like he's gonna get into some wild shit as like his second career.
Ooh.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, I don't know, man. All they got to do is make it to this first contract, and then like, my nigga, you got a grad degree.
Yeah,
you should have no problem finding work.
And bro, look at the state of the backup quarterback position in the NFL. Like anybody can make it. You just have to like Matt Barkley is one of the most trash quarterbacks I've ever seen, and he like turned his career into
man.
He's still a backup to this day, I'm pretty sure. And if not, it's just his career recently ended. Blaine Gabbert is still a backup, right? Like a lot of these guys who just seem really, really, really garbage when they first enter the NFL, like, I mean, they peak at the end of their 20s too, but their peak is like bad backup. But
let me
still
tell you something about Matt. Once I seen how good Matt Leinart has it,
yeah,
live. Oh, Peter, I ain't tell you. I seen that dude in the Lambo when I was down there in San Diego. I don't know. He looked like Matt Leinart. Maybe it wasn't him.
Yeah,
but USC connection. That's all you got to say when it comes to like anything California related. USC connection. It's like, yeah, I'm about to eat for the rest of my life. They have to throw the ball this drive, right?
Michigan?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Maybe once.
Fuck no, guys.
Oh, what? The Suns are playing the Dippers?
Yeah.
Oh, okay then.
I am blacked out locally, so I will not be watching, but yes.
That's crazy. Are they is everybody playing?
I think so.
Oh, real hoop. I don't know how we scored 106
Wait,
points.
John's out for the season?
Huh?
John Morant's out for the season?
Ain't no way.
Season-ending surgery for the labrum tear in his shoulder.
Yep.
Oh.
Damn.
They like we tanking for real.
Yo, they have their own first?
I'm pretty
Yes.
sure. They tanking for real, for real. I get it. It makes sense. Get him a wing, get him a small forward who can actually score the ball. Who knows who they'll get? I think John's only like what, 23? Or no, he went to college for 4 years, right?
No, 2 years.
Yeah, he might be about 24. Yeah, they'll be all right. They'll be all right. Damn, y'all taking L's to the Jets?
Yeah, the Jazz are cooking today. Actually, I'm looking at it. Memphis has a lot of draft, they have all their own draft capital.
Who do they? No, they like. I'm trying to figure out who they could get in a trade or anything, something like that. But pretty much nobody. Nobody who is like a game changer.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like the more and more I see them, I just hate NBA refs.
Yep.
I thought the NFL had the worst refs, but no, it's definitely the NBA. Like too many of them went back to Turkey to fix something that they should have left behind a long time ago, and then I'm out here and just fuck off games, bro. Yeah.
They're showing the rush averages by quarter, bro. Michigan averaged 19 yards a rush in the first and then 4 and 4 in the second and third.
They turned up, man.
They were going crazy in the first quarter.
What was it? Number 7 had like 2 carries for 80 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yep. Yeah, he took back-to-back carries to the house from like 35 and 45.
I'll be honest though, like kind of swing back to the Grizzlies a little bit. I don't really think this is the worst thing in the world.
Not at all. Not at all.
Like they're gonna have hopefully Brandon Clark is back next year.
Yeah.
You got Ja, you got Bane, you traded for Marcus Smart. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do with that Steven Adams contract.
Oh, he's gone.
I have no idea, but like,
oh boy,
get guys on the field.
Oh boy. This is the most JJ McCarthy play this like possible on 3rd and 8.
Unbelievable.
Bro, that's some Taysom Hill shit.
JJ McCarthy gas y'all for 20-something. That's tough.
Third and 8, and he panics in the pocket, and it turns into that. Oh, we got to a real nasty part of the playbook.
That's a hold, ref.
Got to a real nasty part of the playbook.
Quarterback pools with, oh my gosh, don't let this be it. Don't not like this. Washington, not like this.
40 rushes for first downs, most amongst Big Ten quarterbacks. Nasty statistics.
This is bad. This is.
But yeah, talking real quick, going back to the Grizzlies, like, so their seasons are going to turn out to where they're going to get a good draft pick out of this. They'll turn that into whatever they turn it into. But like, Ja came back and played well. or like he just did Ja Morant things, which I guess you're gonna feel good about as an organization. Like he'll be fine next year. All in all, the season's gonna be fine.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
Like this is not the kind of injury that's gonna stick with him for the rest of his career.
Man, they got the whole poly squad on this damn Washington team, boy. Yeah, it makes the most sense, like commercially.
Yeah.
What was he about to do? Give y'all a couple sellout home games, but then he wasn't going to go to the All-Star game. You weren't on national TV.
Yep.
Yeah, like why put him out there, risk it for a play-in spot? You know,
that's so funny. Those second down, third down, wide receiver screens, but we're not throwing anything downfield.
Way to tackle 20.
Yeah, we're pulling it with the quarterback. He's throwing wide receiver screens. Like the game plan is hilarious.
They're going for it. They have to, especially if you're doing all that.
They're gonna go for this?
Yeah, it's their side of the. I think it's their side of the 52.
Now they're punting.
They're punting.
Yeah,
Bro, if you're Michigan, you don't go for this. You can't throw the ball down the field.
5 yards.
Bro, you're saying 5 yards like there's a guarantee they'll get 5 yards.
I hear you.
I think they're averaging 4 yards a carry, and like McCarthy's only throwing.
They had a
like
design
at the
quarterback
line of
run,
scrimmage.
a scramble on 3rd and 10, and some wide receiver screens. They're not
Yo,
doing
Washington. Let's get serious now. Let's really get serious. Y'all need to get serious.
If you're Washington,
Yeah,
and you score, do we go for 2? Because I think we do.
I was just thinking about that.
I would say no because you take it all the way down and then you put them in a bind to where they have to have some type of fast tempo offense.
Because like for Michigan, right, in the last like 38 minutes, they've scored 6 points, I think.
Yeah.
So like with that trend, I think you trust your defense if you're Washington. So like maybe not.
Is missing on these throws, man. He's sailing all of them.
That's an open receiver as well.
18 of 32. Yeah, he's not in it, right? He's hey, man. Well, did you Pierce say he's losing some money? Like, yeah, they playing.
I mean, I still think he'll go top 10. That's my like kind of unpopular opinion.
Okay, 37. Get busy. Hey, Rev, you gotta watch that hit to the head. Y'all do that shit, right? Y'all be looking out for that shit or not? Number 37 at tight end. Yeah, you know you play tight end with the number like 37. You love football.
You're a blocking tight end.
Facts.
Blocking tight end, special teamer.
Crazy.
Damn, we're into the 4th quarter. I might actually stay awake for this whole game. I'm proud of myself.
I don't know if y'all no, yeah, you know this, Peter. Like when the game is on the West Coast, it's always better.
Oh, bro. When I was in Arkansas, them Central Time sports, they're not the way.
Man.
Yo, Sunday Night Football starting at like 7:15 was bullshit.
Yeah, terrible.
I don't know how Alam you do this East Coast sports nonsense. Fuck
That's
that.
tough. I could being on there for on being in New York for that, bro. Like I understood my brother be going to it. He's like, I hit him up and he's like, yeah, I was taking a nap. My fault. Like, why you taking a nap? Because the Dubs play at like 10:30. I was like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, bro, screw that.
He's the type. He's like he's such a fan. He doesn't miss a game, but he's like, yeah, he pays for it.
Oh hell yeah, man! You gotta be taking evening naps and shit. West Coast sports times are amazing. The only thing that kind of sucks is the early kickoffs for Prem.
Yeah. Of course. But not honestly, be real. I don't mind missing United now. Now I have no problems.
Hey man, I hear it. United got to win today though. Big up.
Dog. Bruno taking dives at Wigan Athletic. We've reached that part. We've reached that part of the.
Hey, whatever it takes, baby. That's your captain right there.
It was crazy, bro. And then of course Anthony Taylor falls for it. I'm just like, bro, just pathetic. Just pathetic. It was like, how you guys struggling with, and it here's the coldest part. Rashford, absolute dog shit, bro. Today was dog shit against Wigan Athletic.
How come I turned my stream on and I saw Wigan like Onana was forced into a save like immediately? I was like, what's happening?
The best player was a Wigan player. Other than Mino in the midfield, Johnny Evans, there was a player for Wigan who I guess is like a Fulham loanee that was just running circles around everybody but had no outlets. It's embarrassing, dog. It really was. It just further indication. It just let me know, like, yeah, it's gonna be a long season. And then I have to. The only thing with Spurs is they can play that highline if they want to. If they're smart, they just sit back. But I don't think that's in their DNA.
Oh, they're not gonna do that shit.
So he might actually get something out of that Spurs game. I can see 1-1.
Were they in the huddle at midfield? In between quarters?
Yo, this is ugly.
Yeah, this is like an NFL game.
Oh, definitely. Speaking NFL, we need to abolish the NFC South because I don't see it getting any better.
Bro, we need to do away with this rule.
I don't see it getting any better, dog. I'm looking at them. Oh, that was. Oof.
The owners and the organizations are fucked. Like Panthers, Falcons, fucked.
Most fucked is probably the Bucks. Because the fact that they got away with it.
I disagree, man. I think most fucked is the Panthers.
Oh yeah, my fault. I think it's just that I think about the Glazers, who they are, but it's like
I was gonna say, like, that's just like Glazers shit right there.
Yeah.
But yo, the Panthers owner is hilarious.
Number 8. What is wrong with you?
Yo, that shit looks exactly like what happened in the Colts game.
Nah, this drop was worse.
Number 8, nobody should embrace him,
but it's that same route from the backfield on a money down, third and like short.
Nobody should give you a hug. Nothing good should happen. You choked, bro. That's crazy. Number 8. That is so.
People are talking about the drop in that Colts Texans game.
Yeah,
but we're not acknowledging that Minshew fully threw that behind him.
Yep,
it was a terrible throw.
Like, oh, he dropped this. How could he do that? I'm like, bro.
The ball was behind him.
He threw the ball behind him, had to turn his shoulders. That's a hard catch to make.
And it's not even like he threw it behind him tight.
Yeah.
He threw it way behind him.
Space between him. It was a terrible throw. Terrible throw. That's not an easy catch. Oh, this is the brother that was crying when when he had the coach instead of Harbaugh.
Wait, who?
This dude was crying. I remember I was watching a game. I think it was like it was Penn State, maybe.
Yeah.
When Harbaugh got suspended for sign stealing, which was hilarious.
Oh, the assistant coach that was crying.
Yeah, he was out
Yeah.
crying.
He was talking about him like he died. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, like, bro, knock it off.
For real. I've never seen anything like that.
I'm saying, bro, it's hella emotional ass dudes.
The eating is crazy, man.
Yeah, it's just like, yo, it was for you, man.
Bro, if like I bet you Harbaugh watched that and he was very uncomfortable.
He's
Like the kind, I don't know if you guys heard Harbaugh talking about when he got sick a couple months ago, but like he's not that kind of guy.
No, he's psychotic.
Bro, Harbaugh was talking about like, nah, I don't take sick days off. I just start working out more. I'm the like brick wall that sickness runs into and fails. I'm like, oh God,
people don't understand. He's pretty much the reason Patrick Willis had to retire.
Bro, all those Niners middle linebackers retired. All of them.
All of them. Defensive linemen. You name it. Because they were like, when he was the coach of the Niners,
yeah,
there was no such thing as off days. Like, there was no such thing as an off moment.
Yep.
He drove them into insanity. That's why he had to leave. But that and it was just like he couldn't get along with the GM.
Bro, he had the linebackers and Frank Gore giving each other CTE every day.
Every day.
Every
day. Especially the D tackles and the D linemen. Like,
yep.
People were trying to figure out why Aldon Smith went wild. Yeah, I'll tell you right now.
Yo, there was somebody else too from that team. Fuck, who is it? It's a draft pick from Alabama, a linebacker. Forget his name.
Oh, Foster.
Yes, Reuben Foster was wilding too.
Yeah.
Bro, the gun he was riding around with is crazy.
I was gonna say, like, didn't he get in like legal trouble with like
military grade weapons casually with him in the car driving around?
Yeah, he was like John Moran, but like worse.
Yes.
It was like 10 to 15 minutes from where I'm at right now.
That's really funny.
One of the richest neighborhoods in the Bay Area, and the fact that he was staying there, it was laughable, bro.
You're telling me this nigga was driving around Marin County with military grade weapons in the backseat?
Oh man, no, bro. That was the Raiders. That was the Raiders. The Raiders used to rule Marin County. The Niners, they rule something called Santa Clara County. Oh, we're all about the drops today, boys. I see it.
Hey, the one time he throws down the field and it's a good ball, that's what the receiver does.
We're all about the drops. You love to see it. Cornelius dropped that. Oh my God. We have a Cornelius in 2024, excuse me.
All right, so the third quarter ended at 7:21 my time. It's now 7:31, and we've only had a minute and a half of the fourth quarter go by.
Yep, it's nasty.
I know this is a national championship, but I swear to God, if this doesn't improve, I'm turning on the Dippers game.
Oh, bro. I don't know if I'm going to make it to the end of the game now.
It's too much defense. It's way too much defense.
I just need some first downs for the clock to run. Fuck.
This is a rugby scrum. This is all this is. Like, who? Yeah, I'm looking at him like, who would be the MVP of this game? It would have to be 7 just by default.
Yeah.
Whichever running back scored 2 long touchdowns.
Yep.
3rd and 6. Here we go.
Oh boy. Holy shit. That was just entertaining to watch. I can't lie. I thought way worse was gonna happen.
There we go. There we go, Washington.
Bro, I thought he was gonna stumble into like some Ryan Tannehill against the Steelers shit.
Oh no.
Look.
Bro, he was going head first too. I was like, you're about to die, bro.
It could have got bad. It could have got
bad. He could have died there.
It could have been folded.
He could have been a 4th-round prospect in one play.
Yeah, it's probably the best case scenario for that play.
Yep. All right, I feel like Washington has this one drive to bring some life to this game, but I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's gonna happen.
They don't score here. I'm turning this off.
Bro, I'm kind of right there with you.
Not at all. I don't trust them not one bit, dog.
I don't either, but like this is my last chance at this game. I'm about to fire up some YouTube videos, make a like weirdly long playlist, and just knock out. I got the space heater going, 70 degrees in this bitch. Oh, good.
I didn't know they show Silence of the Lambs on cable now.
That's crazy.
Hey, I'm flipping through. This game got me so bored. I'm just going through all the YouTube things I could get into. Silence of the Lambs pulls up. Young Hannibal Lecter. FC. No. The Dennis Rodman documentary is on. Might have to flip through that one.
That sounds like some evening viewing,
bro. But this, I don't know. I feel like propaganda is something else because I just saw this video of the North Korean prime minister crying about people not getting pregnant in North Korea, and I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, how can that guy be one of the most dangerous guys on the planet? Because it was straight tears from my dog, bro. Legit, like he was having a mental breakdown about no more babies pulling up.
Out there looking like the Michigan assistant coach.
Yo, facts. But you know how it goes down there. Is that everybody else had to be crying and shit. I was crying.
Oh yeah. No, you have to start crying. By tier 4, you got to be at least at tier 2.
You feel me? I'm looking at it. I'm dying. People are wondering why I'm dying at work because I'm just watching these random ass videos on my feed, and this one just had me in tears, bro. Yeah, Washington, look, we only have so much time left for you, dog. You got to wrap this shit up. I almost want them to go for 2, so I know there won't be an overtime.
Yep.
This is what I'm saying. Does anybody really want to watch like overtimes of this? Hell no.
If it was like a 42-41 type of affair, like that Ohio State, I think it was Ohio State Georgia game a couple years ago.
Yeah.
That's when I can get with where it's like fireworks. This is just inept offense going up against inept offense, and it's an ugly look, bro. This. You know who cooks off all this though?
Man,
the SEC.
For real.
The SEC is gonna be like, you need us. Oh, he's open. That was not the throw, Penix. That was not the throw.
He made the receiver stop for the ball, and the DB caught up. Or at least
he had another guy on the opposite end. Because you on YouTube TV, or were you on regular TV?
Nah, I'm on regular TV.
Because I'm seeing like the sky cam view.
Yeah, I don't have that view.
So I'm watching it. I'm like, oh, that's a hell of a catch, number one.
Oh, my fucking God.
That's a hell of a catch, number one. There's a flag, though. It's coming back.
No.
We had offense, bro. We had offense for a second.
Michigan dropping that brown paper bag, goddammit.
And that's bullshit, too. If that's what they called, I didn't look at the TV for a while, but if that last little clip before they went back to the game, if that's it, that's bullshit, man. Bruh. We had offense.
They're killing me. They are absolutely killing me.
They were just showing a stat before the drive too, where it's like he's has 0 throws of 20 plus air yards, even though he leads the conference in that. So like, I get in 2nd and 20, and that's the stat you showed me earlier. Like, I already know what's up.
He's missing them too. That's the problem, man.
Yeah, that one to Dunze in the 2nd quarter or whatever, that was criminal.
Oh, it's covered too, dog. It's not. Give him time.
Bro, I hate it. I hate this.
It's simp, bro. This prevent ass deep. Oh my god.
They're gonna run this the whole game.
Nah, man, go for it. Oh god. Treating it like it's Madden.
All right, guys. I said I'd give it one more drive, and we're 3 and out. So you guys have fun, but I'm going to find some other way to entertain myself. Alon, let me know if we're doing content this week. I'd be happy to help out.
Awesome. I'll let you know, bro.
But big up, guys.
All right, Peter.
Take it easy, bro. God damn. We had that pass to Dunze. We had offense.
We had it. But as their job, Jeep is fucking up the flow as they're supposed to.
Man, they could have called the holding play on like one of the other like drives that was going nowhere. This drive was going somewhere.
I always hate it when it has nothing to do with the play too.
Yeah. Because the moment he held the player was for like a half a second, right? Penix is letting that ball go. That is not impacting the throw, even if the pass rusher gets through.
And I'm watching. You could, especially with this view that I have. I'm watching holds on every play.
Yeah, that's the thing. They can call a hold whenever they want to. Like, they basically have to set like a threshold for themselves, and like that shit is just too arbitrary.
Just ridiculous.
Just do whenever they want, bro. Eddie, do you have any upsets for Wild Card Weekend? I like the Rams.
Yeah, the Rams would probably be my best pick, best bet. I feel like they're gonna be the actual like away team that might turn to a pick, and by the time the game starts, because I'm just looking at it.
Yeah.
Because low key the Lions were getting cooked by Mullins this weekend.
Yeah, bro, their defense is so bad.
I'm looking at not only Nakua, I'm thinking about Cup, the running back found his stride, and it's Matt Stafford trying to prove a point.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Detroit. I just don't think I don't know if they know what it takes yet, you know?
Yeah, I think like players like Cooper Kupp in the stage of his career that he's in, right? Like he's a Super Bowl winner. He's somebody who's done everything he can do in the regular season, right? He's saving some energy for the playoffs.
Yeah.
He's saving some energy for the playoffs. He knows Puka Nacua. The young G can go get busy in the regular season, and he can carry us for what we need him to do. And come playoff time, you're gonna have to deal with both of us. And I don't think Detroit's ready. So I got that as an upset. And like, you don't understand. I really want to pick Tampa Bay. I really want to pick Tampa.
Yeah, but it's
just tough because they played so bad against Carolina. They looked so bad against Carolina, but I really want to pick them so badly.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where I think just by default the Eagles get it done. I would 6-3. So what? That's I wouldn't be shocked if Miami got it done.
So this is the thing. I would be picking Miami. Yeah, bro. Like of all the plays, this happens.
Damn.
It's a bad ball, and the ball is so bad it makes the linebacker jump and get out of the way to tackle him. You know, like
now they're gonna run the air out the ball.
Yeah.
They'll be okay with 3.
Yep. And 3 is probably game. The way the offenses are going in this game.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I would like Miami if they were a little healthier on defense.
Uh-huh.
That's the difference for me, man. They're missing their top 3 pass rushers, and I just feel like something's got to give at some point. Their linebacker is out now as well. I think Jerome Baker's not playing. They're just
Oh.
missing too many guys at this point. Chubb is out, Phillips is out, Van Ginkel is out now. Like, it's just too
Yeah.
many guys, right? That's what I've been wanting to one, pick Miami to win a game, and 2, to pick Kansas City to lose. But it's too much going against Miami in this game.
Yeah. That's not the play, but it works.
And then to be honest, like, you know what I'm looking forward to watch? Like, I feel like I know how the game is gonna go, but Browns Ravens, I think, is just gonna be fun.
Oh my
Like,
God.
you want playoff football? That'll be playoff football.
The definition. And I feel so bad for the Ravens. That's what you have to wake up to.
Yep.
Like,
Joe Flacco pulling up with absolutely nothing to lose, right? Because like
no.
he like, this is the thing, right? I don't think they're gonna do it, but he is in that Nick Foles spot where like, yo, I have nothing to lose. Like, I can just go out here and just play fuck it ball.
Like, we wouldn't be shocked. We would not be shocked. I would not be shocked if they pulled off that upset, though.
Bro, they have the defense for it, and like they have specifically, they have the personnel and the play caller.
With the Ravens, they're. I think with them, it's just don't turn the ball over.
Don't turn it over. Don't drop passes out of nowhere,
and they'll be okay. But it's like, yeah, ever since that they were the 1 seed that other time, like bro, I can't shake that feeling. If he can, ball game.
Yep, that's game over. I'm comfortable calling it. The Chiefs need to worry about drop passes the most. That's facts. The Chiefs, their receivers are actually like playing against them.
Yeah, the Chiefs though, they ain't worry about everything. Keep it a buck. They ain't worry about everything, man. I don't know.
Yeah. No, quietly, the best thing the Chiefs have in terms of like things they can be confident in is like their secondary.
Yeah.
That's about it. Because the front seven, I feel like it comes and goes, but like I feel really good about what L'Jarius Sneed is gonna do, and like Justin Reed and them guys. But yeah, like it's just, they're a funny team like that. But that's why I look at it. I'm like, if they can just disrupt Miami's timing, they can win that game pretty easily. If Miami's like, if they get to play on time and they're like, they hit a stride, yeah, like they can definitely beat Kansas City. Because if you remember the game in Germany, right? Kansas City was up like 21-0 at halftime. Kansas City got smoked in the second half. It just so happened that Miami could only get 14 points, but they got thoroughly outplayed.
Yeah.
So that was a tale of two halves, that game. And one of the Chiefs' touchdowns was that like the defensive touchdown where Tyreek fumbled the ball, like, which is kind of fluky. Like, you know, this game on merit is very 50-50, but it's just the Dolphins' injuries scare me.
They don't have enough.
Yep.
That's the thing. Like, if they had their defense intact,
yeah,
I'd be more inclined to think that they could actually get it done, because it'll give the offense something to actually have. It'll actually give some resistance to that offense, you know?
Oh, yeah.
But with that not being the case, yeah, I think but I feel like the Chiefs the Dolphins, if you're just telling me like I just got to worry about Kelsey,
yeah,
that's where that can really hurt you in the playoffs.
Bro, it's just Kelsey, and it's like also like it's an aging Kelsey that like the thing of like sometimes with athletes, I feel like at that point, like when you've had a lot of success, like it really takes like a special kind of like drive to still want more success the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't know if Kelsey's that guy.
Mm.
Like, I don't know. Cause like I'm not like I don't really want to include myself in the people that like really try to make a big deal out of the Taylor Swift shit. But like truthfully, I just really think like, bro, you have 2 Super Bowls, you have a legacy at a franchise that'll last forever. You have some of the greatest stats from a tight end. Like you've done it all.
Yeah.
I just don't know like if there's gonna be that same type of dog in him, like gaming. It's just also especially because he's declining, and he'll be the first person to know it because it's his body.
Yeah, it's not looking good. He
Yep.
does look a bit heavier than days of past. I'm with you.
Yep. Yep. He has to be the first person to understand. I'm not coming in and out of these breaks the same way.
Oh, not at all. Yeah, I'm with you. It and he's getting beat up.
Yep. Yep. And
Like,
I don't know if you ever hear like some of the clips from the Kelsey podcast, but like they both talk about how like dog, these injuries take a toll in life. Like they both talk about it a
yeah.
lot of just how like Kelsey, I think you talk about he's like, yo, I had like 13 surgeries. Like I don't ever actually feel healthy. And like that
Oh,
takes a
wow.
toll. Like I kind of think both of them have like they're 1 foot in terms of they're 1 foot into retirement.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't be shocked, and it's the nature of the position that they play as well.
Yep.
Tight end, center. Those are the guys where like if you get to like 11, 10, it's like all right.
You've been in the trenches a long time.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
adds up.
Same thing with running backs.
Oh yeah.
Like where the physicality is at the utmost, you can never really put an accurate time frame of when these guys are gonna call it quits. It could be 5 seasons, 6 seasons. Some guys go on for years, like,
Oh yeah.
but it's so hard to tell.
Yep.
They need a big play. They just need to go for broke, bro. Stop all this.
Yep.
But now they're playing like a damn near cover 4.
Yeah, it's like when you get this type of cover 4, look, you know what? 4 verticals and just throw it up.
Throw it up, man.
Throw it up. Get all those 4 deep defenders one-on-one with somebody and just like make somebody go make a play.
All this throwing short, you don't got time for that.
And that's the thing is like with all the NFL talent you have at the receiver position, like nobody's better suited than you to play this type of game.
Right? But he's just, yeah, I think he lost himself some money with this performance.
I agree. I think he had some convincing to do still.
Uh-oh.
I was gonna say I held off on the reaction because like they did exactly what you said to do, exactly as you said it.
It's you gotta throw, like you have no other choice. And it's not even like you need 7. At least with this one, and you got your 3 timeouts, like I don't know what you're doing, Michigan, letting him get behind you like that was, but that's oh my God.
Yep.
No need for hard count. Just fucking go. Oh, this is what me and my homie were just talking about. It's like you look at these linemen and you're like, yeah, these guys are like 21.
Oh yeah. It's just they don't look like grown men.
Oh, he got spooked.
Bro, he got rid of that ball like it just had to get out of his hand.
He's about to get hit.
Yep.
He's about to get hit.
That's 78 too, the guy you were talking about.
Yeah, man. I think here. You might as well try it up this. Yeah, go take a seam shot, bro. Like,
yep. What are we doing?
Unbelievable. Hurry up.
Like the more and more you watch a game like this for Penix, and you can kind of like you can kind of begin to see what he would look like in the NFL. Like he needs a lot of the like scripted on time throws that like a San Francisco or a Miami gives you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he'll get the ball into the playmaker's hands. It'll happen, but it's got to
Yeah.
happen in the right circumstances.
He's a West Coast quarterback if I've ever like he's like Brock.
Yep.
He's like Brock. Like the arm ain't crazy. The arm talent ain't crazy, but placement is there.
Yeah, I saw a clip of a CJ Stroud interview today. He was talking about this game, bro. He said Michael Penix, and the guy had to ask him, like, yo, what did you just say?
Wow.
That's so foul. That's such a foul way to mispronounce this guy's name. But yo, that's a crazy slander name.
I think it was it might have been Desmond Howard or some shit was like big Penix energy on game day.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
You brothers need help.
Actually.
I don't know when entertainment turned so smutty because I was watching the worst now is what is it? Nightcap with Unc and Ocho.
Oh man, yeah. Basically, they just said like, "Yo, we're gonna add we're gonna sprinkle in a little bit of Justin LeBoy into sports talk."
Craziness.
That's really what it is, though.
It's wild. It's wild to me. That's what they are now. Oh, Westbrook. Okay.
Nah, like relationship / dating / gossipy talk. Like it just does numbers. All right, this is a hell of a play here because I think there's like 5 flags on the field.
Ooh. That's ugly. That's ugly.
That's a replay of downs, right?
That's ugly all around. I think so. I don't even, because like it's just laundry all over the place. Who knows?
Yep. It looks like the referee signal is going to be 4th down. Yo, if number 32, if that's not offsides, that offensive tackle basically wasn't playing on that down. Well, you're going to see this replay coming up. The guy did not move.
4th and 13. Hey, Zeus. Yeah, this is. Hey, man, for all my Washington dudes, oh, yeah, it is.
Damn.
The clubs stay open in Texas. Oh, he's not going to crib it. Of all people, he's not going to crib it. Yeah.
Well, this game is over, people. Michigan are going to get this chip with all the drama that was happening in their program. Harbaugh is probably going to ride off into the sunset now. NFL, here we come.
Mm-hmm.
He's about to get a stupid bag from somewhere. A lot of suspense was building for nothing. I really thought we would see some Washington hoops at some point.
That was the hope, man. I'm so disappointed, man. So disappointed. Don't even know what to say.
Yep. This could have been a much better game, but yep. Blake Corum could have entered the draft this past year, chose to go back to school, is going to get a chip now and probably go to the NFL anyways.
Shout out to him, because I know that Michigan bag going to be something spectacular after this one.
Yeah. Nah, you win a chip in Jordan gear, like that's a great moment for you.
Yeah, man. NIL finna be popping. Which one more time, he got some boosters in his pocket. I'm telling you that right now. Some booster is dropping off the Louis bag. It's gonna be a Louis bag because it's a championship. So he gonna get a little something.
Oh yeah. Well, that's it, people. This is a 3-score game. We're gonna call it here. We've been at it for a while. We've talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about, some NFL stuff about coaching. We talked about the draft. We talked about quarterback drama. We talked about the college football stuff going on right now. We talked about fast food. We covered a lot of topics. We will be back. There will be a lot of playoffs content because the games got real serious now. And then after that, there's going to be a whole lot of off-season content where we're going to talk about free agency, the draft, all that. This is like a little preview you guys got today of what draft content will be like. I got a lot of fun ideas, so we're going to get to that. But you guys be easy. You guys stay tapped in. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. And we're out.
Peace.